I'm a gamer, what can I say? We fixed it though. Should be able to see better today.
Yeah.
There were several times where you said Tayden and it was Kyrim that needed to dispel.
Well, fucking Dargans, man.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. I was like, oh, it's number 3. I got it.
I could literally hear it in his voice when he's trying to like continue his rotation and pump, and also.
I hate that the fucking. I hate that that's where we hit Lust too, because I'm like, I had this like I couldn't play fucking Arcane. Fire I haven't played enough, so I don't know the rotation as by heart as I do Arcane. But the Arcane rotation is so much more complicated. Like, at least with this, I can just run around and fucking pyroblast everything.
Let's play Frost.
No,
Super
I
brain
refuse.
dead.
I fucking hate Frost.
I was playing Frost today while leveling my mage. I'm like, this shit's kind of brain dead. Kind of like it.
So I can't stand it.
Those are the best specs.
100%.
If I didn't raid lead classic, I probably would have like killed myself because I was playing a mage and it was just literally push Frostbolt for fucking 5 raids in a row.
Follower.
Literally the only button.
Were you talking fire just a second ago? I thought I saw there was a guy doing fire, man. It's just busted.
Thanks
Very
for
high
the
APM,
follow.
very, proc.
I played fire like for the last 2 hours last night.
Oh, nice. And the PTR looks really
Yeah,
fun.
it's broken as fuck next tier. And it's Sun Fury too, which is the better version. Frostfire's
nice.
Frostfire's not as fun. Sun Fury, you get the Phoenix, and you basically get to a point where you just spam Pyroblast like for like 6 seconds. And it's pretty cool.
I heard the wind was pretty bad in North Texas today.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was bad. Yep.
It was fucking hitting 30 miles an hour. I didn't leave my apartment though.
It was just cold in Houston. No wind. The wind wasn't terrible, but it was cold as fuck. If it was
Yeah.
30s down here, I'm sure up there, man. What were y'all? Snow
I-
still or?
No, we actually didn't get anything on the ground, but I woke up and it was 10 degrees and it was a 20-degree wind chill. So it was -10 basically when I woke up, and I was like, yep, fuck going to work. I'm gonna work from
Yep.
home.
To hell that crap. Yep.
And then tomorrow we have like a coworker's birthday, and so they're like, all right, see you guys tomorrow. I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't want to go tomorrow. It's not gonna be any better. Let's see what it is right
It was
now.
only -26 today.
Oh my god.
Jesus
I would
Christ.
die.
And perish.
It'll be 23 23 here in the morning when I wake up. Where is -26? Where were you at that? What part of the country? Oh, gotcha. The 51st state.
Not like
No, probably not.
No.
It'd be really fucking funny though.
even at that, why would you split the entire country of 11 different provinces into one state?
They would end up doing the provinces, right? Like as states,
Wow.
it would
You would
become like
have to.
yeah, it'd
I thought
become
you
like
said, Tacey,
60s.
most of Canada was like uninhabited or something. Like,
Well, yeah, like most of the people live closer to the southern border, but there's still populations like in the northern territories.
Even if we did, given the premise is fucking stupid, they would definitely split up the country.
I saw some documentary in Alaska where like you can't get to the town except for like by plane or boat, and like everybody lives in one big. I don't know if it was an apartment building or some sort of. I don't know what it was, but that's the whole town. It's one huge building, and that's it.
Isn't there a city in China like that?
I think so. Yeah.
Bald City or something? That with a K.
We must kill these stupid bosses tonight.
It's all on you, man.
After last night, I'm kind of glad we never went back and re-cleared because I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I remember how much of a pain in the ass they were.
Yeah.
Which is a shame though, because it would have been nice to get, 3 shots at a Mythic Spy Masters, right? Because once you kill it once, it's in your vault, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been nice. It's unfortunate because because some of the sims that I saw people running were if they didn't get the trinket on heroic before raid, before mythic, like that first clear, or obviously the dungeon trinkets they can't get on mythic track yet. So if they don't get the trinkets out of the dungeon, if they don't get heroic out of the dungeons, then they are gonna potentially use Spy Masters because of the how Spy Masters was simming in the next tier still at the mythic track.
I know it was gapping all of the trinkets this tier. Does it still hold up pretty well next season with
some of them against some of them
Nerfed
it was.
today.
Oh, did it? Okay, good.
Is
Yeah,
Candle
that-
Confidence still doing bullshit?
And Treacherous Transmitter got nerfed by 10%.
Well, all of the Race to World First people were saying that they were probably still going to use Spy Masters into the next, like if they didn't nerf it. So
probably into heroic, right? At the very least. Actually, I don't even know.
Well,
I haven't seen the loot table. I have
technically
to
we'll
figure
probably
out what.
use all our shit into heroic.
Yeah.
they have the ability to do all the splits and stuff. It's just for some it's just such a I don't know. Spy Masters loses a lot of value though if you're like learning fights and die, and so. But is it Eye of Kazan is similar to Spy Masters in the next expansion? The next tier is it like stacks up as well, but there's just no on use. So you still lose your stacks if you die.
That's one thing I'm disappointed in is I don't really want to watch. I like the Race to World First. I just don't like watching all the splits. That's a problem.
Yeah, I think I like to watch them for the sake of learning the fights because you get to watch them, you get to watch the same bosses like fucking 10 times or whatever, how many times they do it, but yeah, it's gonna be weird with it being a global release with all 3 because they're probably gonna do
no
fucking
different than season 3 was.
right. They're just gonna do 15 splits first, and then or more, I guess. Genji said he had 18 characters ready, I think.
Dear God, that's ridiculous.
That's fucking absurd. Yeah, it was like I think he has like 12 mages, 4 hunters, and 4 evokers or something like that.
I had 4 guys at 637 or higher this year. I thought that was a lot.
Yeah, he's as soon as, which is funny, 2 weeks before we found out, he started like gearing out all of his alts. So they obviously got told, like, just because of the event, like the level of their events, I guess they have to know early. But about a month ago, he started gearing all his characters out. So were some of the other guys.
I mean, I was watching Liquid today, and they were just banging out mythic runs. Like, they wiped a couple of times on Queen here and there, but like, when you can clear this whole raid as quick as they do, you can gear up pretty quick.
Well, yeah, they like taking the whole month off. Like they haven't touched the game in like, or most of them haven't like touched the game in the serials matter in like a month. Outside of like maybe 1 character or something.
Yeah, and it's crazy how they don't touch the game for a month, and they come back and they're immediately just like one-shotting core, doing crazy damage still. Damn. Just a whole nother level of gaming.
Well, they're playing other games still, right? Like I think a big part of the Echo Guild that does Final Fantasy, and so like the muscle memory is there of like same concept at least. I did see something funny on, I think it was Reddit, that was saying that watching these World First guilds get to re-clear on the easier difficulty is bullshit. They should have to kill it at the difficulty that they got the first kill on every time. Oh, that'd be fucking cool. That'd be kind of funny. And then you don't get the added benefit of all of the nerfs.
You'd have like non-world first guilds delaying their first kill so that their re-clears could be easier.
Or they just fucking all join a different guild. Like they just leave their guild. Yeah, I don't know. They'd obviously find a way around it, but I just thought the post was funny. He's like, they shouldn't be able to clear on the same difficulty that I'm progging on.
Or they giving everybody prog at the hardest difficulty, and then once you clear it, then you get the nerf version.
Yeah, I think it was after Legion that they had contemplated making a like a true, like they were gonna call it like the challenge mode or something, and like there was gonna be no additional loot and just purely like the hardest, like basically the world first difficulty, like when it was killed, so you could go try it if you wanted to as a guild, but I don't think they ever do that.
Got my levels and all that too, though.
I think you can turn off the buff.
No, but there's all sorts of like changes, right? Like the
Yeah.
number of targets
Oh.
affected by this ability.
Yeah, no, they generally don't. I mean, they did.
But like, can you
like-
imagine if there was like a fifth difficulty where it was like
Yeah, that sounds ass.
Imagine if you're locked basically to 626 item level, and it was all of the mythic mechanics that they were having to deal with. Like that'd be fucking wild.
Yeah, that sounds ass.
People like a lot of the Hall of Fame guilds are like asking for it because they were like, I want to try the last two bosses to the
Yeah.
previous difficulty and stuff. Which I mean I get, I guess, but
They want to, but then they don't actually want to.
yeah, when it's just for an
people in
achievement.
14 really enjoy it.
Yeah, that's why
The last
we're asking.
difficulty is
Yes.
is like just purely cosmetic, I think.
I mean, they did something kind of like that with Algalon from Ulduar, but it still saw basically no play.
It's because people weren't good at the game back then.
People
Yeah,
still
and I
aren't-
think you
still aren't good
No,
could
people.
only
it was-
prog that boss for like what, an hour or something like that, a week or something. It wasn't like you could.
No, you
just
could do
grind
it
away
at
attempts.
you got a
We-
fixed number of wipes, like 50 wipes or something.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes, you had a fixed number of wipes, and like you had a capped item level, but like
I thought there was a
still
time
available,
restriction
like,
to
right
maybe
now.
not, but
Yeah, Algalon was time restricted. Lich King was attempt restricted, and so was Trial of the Crusader.
Yeah, people would lose their fucking minds though if they brought that back. Any kind of thing like that.
I don't know. I think all that stuff is bad for the game.
I agree.
I actually think the game is probably a little bit too hard right now as a whole.
Hey, look at this boss, bro.
It is.
I think they've
Yeah.
got a fine balance, right? They have, here's the difficulty that race to world first, and then over time they, tone it
They're
down.
just not
give
doing
you
it
a buff.
fast enough.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I think it is good. I think the particularly difficult fights, Red, this one and the next one, I think that the punishing mechanics are a bit too punishing. I don't like the idea of one mistake by any
Too many
20
pass-fail mechanics.
like any mistake by any of the 20 people results in a wipe, I think is a bit too tough. Like, if betrayal instead of killing you dealt 6 million damage to you, or 5 million damage to you, like, that's a shitload, and you're probably dead if there's
Well, they, like-
anything else going on.
Well, they like clearly learned their lesson because if you look at the next tier, like there's another boss that's exactly like Silken Court, but instead of it killing you, it just does a fuck ton of damage and knocks you backwards.
Well,
So they like
see,
they,
I
like,
wasn't
learned
aware
their-
of that because I don't.
So yeah, so
I don't-
there's a
Yeah.
boss next tier. It's I think it's technically it's probably gonna be our fourth bar.
The thing is
Our
like
fourth,
that's
fifth
how
boss.
the earlier bosses are. It's just like the last ones are always, instead of like damage, they're just killing you kinds of mechanics, and I don't personally like that. I think the damage is fine.
It seems inevitable to me, Cammy, for like whatever the hardest difficulty tier is, like that's what they're gonna turn it up, the dial all the way up to 10, and that's what it's gonna look like. And if they don't do that, people are gonna be whining and complaining that it's not hard enough.
Yeah, there are people that are like, it's too easy, but like, does their opinion really matter?
Okay, so we're gonna get started here. Dropping cauldrons.
Yeah, I like Pask's idea. Like,
They
you just
make them like super fucking punishing, and you know, only for the people that want to participate in that. You sign up ahead of time or whatever.
yeah,
Copy your character over.
yeah, I like that kind of model. I think that's a good solution, particularly because I think they should have tournament realms for Race to World first, anyways.
Max interviewed one of the devs that's in charge of like some of the loot and like rewards from the raid and stuff.
Oh, the
yesterday, I
Skarsgård
think.
one?
Yeah, the Skarsgård one. And he had a few good points about just like he had kind of agreed. Max was basically saying like the last 2 raids have been pretty difficult on like as far as like the last 4 bosses were all multiple hundred pull kills for even the best of the best. And he was kind of asking like how if they felt good about where the current progression of the bosses were, and brought up Tendril, how way too many guilds got to Tendril before they were ready for something that difficult, and then similar to like getting to Ovanax when Liquid and Echo are still on, it's probably not what they want. So they are
All right, Nord,
fairly.
are you
Oh, sorry,
there?
good.
Let's get started, guys. We have a lot to do. Nord, are you ready?
I'm here. I'm just getting my consumables done.
Can we reset the boss?
Yes.
Looking for time.
Because they position differently before we have pulled them once.
I'm ready now.
Alright, getting positions. Here we go. Pretty much same as last night. Rox is in. He's on the Fat Boss, so red team. Melee, Rox has an X on his head. Whenever possible, so like whenever orbs aren't spawning, try to stay stacked tight on rocks. There's no reason.
Red melee.
Red melee on rocks and blue melee on habits. He should have a mark on him too. Yeah, he has blue square. So blue melee, you're on habits. Red melee on rocks. Range, same with us. Red ranged is on me. Green triangle. Blue ranged is on key. Purple diamond. Just there's no reason to be all spread out everywhere unless orbs are spawning. That's the only time we loosely spread so that we don't get 2 orbs stacked. But other than that, I think we're good. Here we go. Oh, one other thing. Ads. When they're spawning, range, don't be all the way in Egypt. Like, try to be close to the boss so that your ad can be gripped or grouped into the boss. Make sure you get your buff.
Dispel. Divine purpose.
Was there a note sent?
There is an updated note, but I have not sent it. Send it after this boss. It's the same note as last night, so it should
Divine purpose.
be okay. It's too dead.
Sorry, my keyboard just died. I gotta go get a battery real quick.
Dispel.
Wipe it up.
Dispel.
Never use wireless, kids.
A battery?
Yeah, that made me cry inside, not gonna lie.
Even if you use wireless, who has keyboards that have replaceable batteries?
It's old. I'm good now. My bad.
Doesn't it warn you at like 20%, something like that?
It warned him 3 months ago, probably.
Here's the updated note.
I've had one of those like wireless mice with batteries, and it lasts like 6 months.
That's true,
I mean,
yeah.
that's true. I've never had to replace the batteries in my work.
Very true.
Wireless with batteries.
They're usually pretty reliable, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that like that's an older technology that's just like generally not as good anymore. Like the
Pat's
other.
literally games on a potato. We can't talk shit about technology.
That's true. That's true. I forgot about that.
I think the bigger thing is that because it's older, the latency is so high.
Yeah, that was what I was getting.
What do new mice use? Is it just like a rechargeable battery inside or something that you just...
Rechargeable, and they use Wi-Fi basically.
No, it's faster than Wi-Fi.
It's 2.4 gigahertz. It's just basically Wi-Fi signal.
It's light speed.
Yeah, I mean
You
it's
have
it's a
Logitech.
yeah. Well, there aren't other mice companies. Logitech makes the
Agreed.
best one.
Agreed.
I know.
Y'all-
I
I
use
had
a
a
Final
Razer
too.
mouse and I really regret it.
Summer.
I bought a Razer product once, never again.
I mean, I liked my Razer Naga for a long time, but now that was before the G502.
I really want to use the Tartarus V2 to be honest.
Dispel.
It looks really fun.
3, 2, 1.
Wait till the frontal before we start rotating. There it is. Rotate.
Dispel. Divine purpose. Dispel. 1, 2. Dispel.
Loose spread for our green circles. And boss is on the far spot, so red's grabbing our orbs, and then we'll GTFO from here.
Autumn.
You grab
Divine
that.
Since,
purpose.
since Leafy isn't here, I'll need help on those front orbs when we do those two.
I'm pretty sure my node's broken.
Dispel.
Hell yeah.
Dispel.
Battlers Tasty and then rocks can off. Loose spread for circles.
Divine purpose.
No, we didn't get the res that in time.
1.
Alright, wake it up. I'll push the node again, but should be good. Like when you make the note big on your screen, like make it expand it, you should see your lines with your name and the timings.
Technically, JC is on there still. I don't really think it matters, but just a thing to be aware of.
Yeah, he doesn't have any other assignments. It's just
Okay.
color.
Just
Yeah.
changing characters every day.
Clearly,
see
you
the
should just
note
put
now?
them.
Like bases, you were having issues with the note.
Yeah, I just repushed, so I actually saw it refresh, so maybe it'll be fine now.
Okay. Here we go. I did also have to make a copy of the note and then make edits because Alnon's was read only for me for some reason.
5, 4, 3,
But I'm pretty
Preventative
sure I
measure.
just
1.
copied
Summer.
it. No, the website we use made a ton of UI tweaks.
Avenging Crusader in 8.
3, 2, 1.
Aura
Dispel.
Mastery in 8.
Alright,
Dispel.
rotating.
3, 2, 1.
Melee, make sure we're red melee. Make
Dispel.
sure you help out with those blue
1,
orbs that are close to the boss.
2.
Thank you.
Dispel.
Alright, loose spread. Boss is in the red melee. Make sure you grab those orbs before you
Auto.
GTFO.
Dispel. 1, 2.
Careful not to touch. Should be on
Dispel.
your sides.
Dispel.
Loose spread.
Dispel.
Avenging Crusader in 8.
Baiter's bait.
2, 1.
Pop race.
Rotating.
Dispel. Divine purpose. Dispel. Dispel. Winter.
Alright, DPSing while we can. Always taking extra, but slowly working our way to X.
Dispel.
orbs, red team. Blue team's on. Alright, loose. Stop. Wait for the explosion and go all the way around to the next set of orbs, but stop just shy of them. Blue, your orbs are kind of weird. It's got to be someone from.
All resin. Wait. Okay, you can take it.
Make sure you're next to your partner.
Avenging Crusader in A.
Alright, Diggy's gonna be first to spell. We got a bit of time now. And Diggy in 3, 2, 1. Habits 3, 2, 1. Get out of the middle if you're not getting dispelled. Durham in 3, 2. Pepsi in 3, 2, 1. Some of you are really close to that middle.
Divine purpose.
Stack.
Right.
Divine purpose.
2 frontals. Make sure you dodge the frontals to the right.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
And then
4. Divine
teleport
purpose.
ink. You ready to run?
1.
Red, we're going.
First.
Alright.
Aura Mastery in A.
3, 2, 1.
Break your chains and then gather your orbs.
1.
Dispels Diggy first. 3, 2, 1.
Avenging Crusader in A.
Habits 3, 2, 1.
2.
Praise to the middle. Praise in 3, 2, 1. Popcorn 3, 2, 1.
Divine purpose.
Res coming up. Get Avalon. Lucky or Newton. You'll have to get Avalon.
Go to your color.
Yeah. Get your marks. Intermission's coming up. Remember, this intermission isn't a race. Just slowly move around.
Stay spread.
Slowly move around. Collect orbs. Try to drop orbs nicely for
Winter.
the other team. Careful, there's a spike person there. Don't run through them, red team.
3, 2. Divine purpose.
Shield has 100
Pause.
million. Slowly walking around, dodging ground stuff. 20 million. And shield's broken. No donuts. Make sure you're on your sides.
Divine purpose.
Do not break the first set.
2 healers dead, so dispels are slow. Red, get to the wall. Get to the wall, Red. Blue,
It's all the
get-
same side, or are we splitting? I forget.
This is
First one,
all to the right.
Everyone goes right. Here comes the second in 5 seconds. Everyone goes to the right.
Avenging Crusader in A.
Keep
Divine
your
purpose.
chains.
Verse 3, 2, 1.
Your chains. Be ready for the charge and to make your lines. Careful not to run into each other. Make your lines. Looks like there's a
Dispel.
builder.
Dispel.
Go red side, go to the other side of the skinny boss now.
7.
Yeah, you should be on the wall side. Or just opposite the blue side. Just get more rocks.
1.
Kyrie, other side, please.
Aura
So
Mastery
these
in
chains
A.
you could break right away. So like the regular ones, and then here come the dispels. Habits will be first. In 3, 2, 1. Saw. No, habits still. Habits needs to dispel.
Avenging Crusader.
We're out of healers.
Yeah. Alright, not a bad second pull.
Does bubbling with that debuff?
No,
cause it to
sadly.
dispel? Okay.
You'd think it would, like usually they do.
Dying.
How did the, like, it was like the dispel after me went on me, but like I ran straight out, like it must have like gone off like too quickly, maybe?
It couldn't have.
They're at the end?
No, at the beginning of the mechanic.
Oh.
Because the last one, there was only one dispel. It was Soth, so no one. You're gonna get dispelled every 7 seconds.
Alright, let's try that again with less deaths, including myself.
Maybe.
When the cone happened, like the frontal, and I dodged right, I should have dodged left with the rest of the group, because then I was separated from the group. But if the group had dodged right, we would have all been together, and we would have been on the other side of the boss. Let's just try to stack better so that it's not confusing which way we go. Here we go.
Summer. Divine purpose.
Avenging Crusader in
3, 2, 1. Dispel.
Alright, wait till the frontal, then we
8. Aura
rotate.
Mastery in 8.
Dispel.
And rotating.
3. Dispel. 2, 1. Dispel. 1. 2.
Let's wipe it up to save some time. Wipe it up.
Alright.
Dispel.
One thing, Newton, because you don't have as many pulls, you did it correctly this time, but last time I saw you drop your, Ursul's Vortex. Wait until all the ads are, at least 2 of the ads are, like, on top of the boss, and then you can just drop it right on top of me, and it'll keep them generally in place for long enough for all of them to get in.
Aram, you were supposed to die, so I could shadow now.
Yeah, keep with the group.
You guys are going too far.
Baiting circles, and then
Avenging Crusader.
web
Avenging Crusader.
web
in 8.
baiters, be ready to go to skull right after these circles now.
Dispel. 2. Dispel. 1.
And rotating.
Divine purpose. 1, 2. Dispel.
K plus.
Pause.
K plus.
Winter.
Get a battle res on hot horn.
Dispel. Divine purpose.
We're kind of already in our positions, but be nearing your markers. Be ready to drop orbs nicely for the other team so that they don't have to run around everywhere to get them.
Divine purpose.
Cloth, blue squad.
Okay, moving and stopping.
Avenging
And
Crusader.
moving
in
and
8.
stopping. And then when this blows, just go all the way around to the orbs.
1.
Stop just before
Spring.
orbs and go.
1, 3, 2.
We have no here. Right, get to your sides,
10.
find your partners, be near them, not directly on top of them.
6. Dispel. Divine purpose. Dispel. 2, 1. Second.
Avenging Crusader in 8.
Break your chains, collect
1.
orbs, dispels, Nord will be first.
3, 2.
Everyone else out of the middle. Roz is next. 3, 2, 1. Rocks. 3,
Divine purpose.
2, 1. Newton. 3, 2, 1.
Divine purpose. Summer.
Alright, we got the frontals, then the teleport. Stack up tight.
Remember, go right, go right, go right.
Stack tight so that it's easy to dodge.
5, 4,
Teleport ink.
3,
Chase.
1. Burst.
Aura mastery in ink.
Break your chains carefully, don't run into people, collect orbs, and we'll do 2 dispels by the boss, so Derm and Key be near the boss. Derm first, 3, 2,
Avenging
1.
Crusader in ink.
Key, 3, 2, 1, and then Locky get to the middle.
2, 1.
Locky in 3, 2, 1. Bases, 3, 2, 1. Spell bases. We're good. I thought it was Casey in 4 seconds.
Divine purpose.
It'll have to be Cammy or Pally or Team.
Oh, that was so close.
I know I've taunted first before I did anything.
Chase, chase, chase.
I think there should be a stampeding roar there.
It's intermission.
Yeah, why are we chasing?
Sorry, trolling?
Because
That was the
people
wrong-
are.
Wrong
I'm just
part of the fight.
listening.
Timer baits.
Divine purpose.
Slow moves, collect orbs. They're kind of scattered. Faster classes, feel free to grab those farther orbs.
Avenging Crusader in ink.
2, 3,
Bop.
3, 2.
who's
Pots.
down?
1. Pots.
Play it safe, shields breaking now. Just watch those last rings.
Red over there.
Divine purpose.
Get to the wall, between the wall and the boss red.
Oh my god.
That was crazy.
Running right, correct?
Dispel. Divine purpose.
Yeah.
Correct, run
When
right.
you get sucked in, just run right in 5 seconds.
Don't stack too much.
5,
Avenging Crusader in ink.
2, 1. Burst. 3, 2, 1.
Keep your chains, be ready to intercept the charge.
Divine purpose.
Get the orbs. Make sure we can hit the orbs red.
Catch the boss.
1, 2. Dispel.
Good
Good.
job.
Yeah, those orbs are
Ooh,
fine.
that's so
There's not
many
other
orbs.
people left.
8, 7.
So right there, remember, red. We want to get those orbs and then go to where the boss is. We want to not be on the beetle at all.
Second. 1, 2. Pots.
Aura
So we got the
mastery in ink.
spells coming up, and this is the last set of the spells. We don't have enough healers though. There's one. Alright, go ahead and wipe it up. Yeah, we really can't have orbs
Avenging
all over the
Crusader in
place.
ink.
Because there, at least like 3 of them exploded, so anybody with a 2 stack from orbs would have been one shot.
We need a roar right there whenever we get the webs. The first time we go to the right. After the second group gets pulled, we need a roar cast by someone.
We have the timer. It's the second pull.
It's the first pull in the. It's the first time that we go right.
Right. Okay, so that would be at 6:37 ish, and we should have a roar from Newton at 6:40.
Okay. Because yeah, like red, we have webs on us, so we're slower. We need to run, get those orbs, while also dodging the spike stuff on the ground, the spike circle. But we need to get the orbs while also spreading out and running towards running away from where the beetle's gonna land, like running to the other side of the room from the blue group, so that we can bait the frontal from the skinny boss when she appears.
What's the rough time?
640.
40 should be good.
Oh yeah, I can save it as best as I can around that time.
Alright, here we go. Let's do better with our orb management. I know the intermission call made people run there and then drop orbs all over the place, but there were other times too where orbs were not placed good, so let's do our best to place them better.
Divine purpose.
Avenging Crusader in A.
Divine purpose. 3, 2, 1. Divine purpose.
Aura Mastery in A.
Until and then we're rotating.
Dispel. 3. Dispel.
And rotate.
1. 2.
Somehow I got a 4-stack.
Dispel.
Alright, drop your orbs, and then bosses in the weird spot, so red's gonna collect and then GTFO.
Dispel. Autumn. 1, 2.
4 stacks again.
There's some really bad
Dispel.
orbs there, careful.
Pause.
Oh. There were orbs, like, horribly placed. Go and wipe it.
Is it because people are stacking and getting like doubles?
No, they're just being placed around. Like, there was a blue orb inside of the boss, like, directly underneath it.
That's the one where Alan is always like, bait it, bait it good, blue, which means like way backwards for our rotate, like way to the left, leave them behind, and so when we rotate away, like they're like way behind us. Don't cheat ahead. We want to bait left, blue, there for those orbs.
Imagine what like red team has to do. Red team has to go around and collect those orbs, then get back the opposite direction. So the less we have to actually go around the boss, like the opposite from where we're about to have to go, the better. So like cheat behind where, yeah, like you said, like behind where you're going to go. You make it easier for us to collect, which makes it easier for you because we get out of your way faster.
It ends up being like the center of the room. You want them at the center of the room and not at the edge at that moment.
Right.
And never stack during orb drops. Or like in phase 1, it's really obvious. It's the green circles drop orbs. Just make sure you're spread out nicely for them.
Is it a
In the other phases,
blue orb stacked? Sorry, is it anybody?
I mean, it's been read a couple of times where people are going to different spots every single attempt, and it's causing people to move. I don't know, maybe in Diggy side it's blue, I don't know.
Yeah, just try to be consistent where you're dropping your shit.
Just both times there when I had 4 stacks, I picked up 2 orbs, so each of them were double stacks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Summer.
Stop overachieving.
No.
Avenging Crusader in A.
3, 2, 1.
Aura Mastery in A.
Divine
And
spells.
rotating.
3, 2, 1, 2. Dispel. Dispel. Dispel.
Blue
Dispel.
spread for circles. And bosses in the weird spot, so
Divine
rotating.
That's the one we want to bait left.
1.
Yeah, as close to the center of
Dispel.
the room as you can.
Dispel. Dispel.
Everyone should be on their sides. Blue spread for circles.
Avenging Crusader in A.
Dispel.
And
3,
Vader's bait.
2, 1.
Rotating.
Divine purpose. Dispel. 1. Dispel. 2. Winter. Dispel.
A
Hot.
plus.
Dispel.
Alright, slowly making our way to X, red team. And
Divine
then loose
purpose,
spreading so that we
dispel.
can drop our orbs nicely for our partners. Always think about your opposite team and where you're dropping the orbs for them. Moving, stopping,
Avenging Crusader
moving,
innate.
stopping, moving all the way around to the next set of orbs,
1.
and then stopping just shy of them, letting our debuff fall,
1.
moving.
Divine purpose.
Lockie, can you get Newton?
7, 6, dispel. 4.
And then find your partners.
1.
Roswell, onk if you can. When it's safe.
Second.
Yep.
Avenging
Collect
Crusader
your
innate.
orbs. Habits will be first to spell. In 3, 2, 1.
2. 1.
Pass. In 3, 2, 1. Everyone else stay out of the middle. Avalon, 3, 2, 1. Kyrim, 3, 2, 1. Minute 10, Cammy, can you stay alive?
I don't think so. Maybe someone else can taunt, like bubble taunt it, but not this one, but then the next piercing strike. Yeah, I'll need one.
8, 7,
Right, dodge the frontal and then teleports ink.
I can't see when it's coming.
Now,
1
second. Now. Good job, Diggy.
Diggy did it.
Needs a top back.
3.
Change,
2,
collect your orbs.
1.
Dispel on key. 3, 2,
Avenging
1.
Crusader innate.
Hotcorn. 3,
1.
2, 1. Avalon to the center.
2, 1.
3,
Divine
2,
purpose.
1. Bases. 3, 2, 1. Cammy. 3, 2, 1. Everyone dispel Cammy. Okay. We're down too many though, 6 people. You can get tank up in now, but let's just wipe it. Use it for recovery. Get
I
all the
needed a
reses
second
out.
one.
Divine purpose.
Piercing strike.
Winter.
Yeah, I probably let my
Avenging
mitigation
Crusader
fall off or
innate.
something.
11 million, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
And then Shattered Existence, which is the cone. Got 2 people. It takes a little bit to get used to that dance, the intermission. The cone, the graphic is smaller than the actual hitbox of the cone, so always give it a bit of extra space. But be near the edge so that as soon as it explodes, you start moving and you don't get caught by the next one. Yeah, I don't know. It just takes a lot of practice, I think, with that dance.
There's like a thing that can happen too. And it's like it's about the stacks we're setting. I don't know the exact sequence, but it's like you soak some orbs and then you come around and you're soaking orbs again, but it's like your stacks are right about to fall off. And if you just like aren't worried about the stacks and are just running and soaking orbs, like a lot of times you're gonna have like 2 soaks worth of orbs because the other ones just barely didn't fall off, and you have to like wait just a second, let them fall, and then like soak the next set of orbs. So look out for that. Like make sure you're always looking at that and seeing like, oh, yep, waiting. All right, I'm good.
And I'm noticing tonight and last night too, some of the orbs the second set of orbs during the intermission were in the cone that we park at and wait for the explosion. So it's fine. Just wait next to an orb. Don't pick it up. Shit.
Yeah, like you'll move.
Sorry.
You'll
I was
move
alt
in,
tabbed out for a second, looking at something.
but maybe you have to like stand next to it and not touch it yet.
Do you have your own?
He doesn't have a buff.
Get one.
They have an orb.
Oh, you don't have a buff. Okay.
Aura mastery.
Save time. Wipe.
Why would I pop my fucking mushroom? It's cursed.
I was checking the tape. I have it where the WoW sound is off if I'm not on that window.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, I would have heard the countdown otherwise.
Alright, getting positions. And here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Summer.
Avenging Crusader in 8.
Dispel. 3, 2, 1.
Aura mastery in 8.
Dispel. Dispel. 1, 2.
Right, rotating.
1, 2. Divine purpose.
Loosely spreading. Boss
Eight
is in a
left,
good
blue.
spot.
You don't want to put it against the wall. That one.
Rotating.
Dispel. 1, 2. Dispel.
Get Cammy up.
Avenging Crusader in 8.
Should be
It
okay
is.
though.
Dispel. 3.
Use it when it's safe.
Dispel.
Bait
1.
is bait. Rotating.
Dispel. One. Winter.
Alright. Just let it hit, let it hit. Oh, we only have 2, so it's gonna hit. Alright, lots of touchy going on that pole. Do I need to call HR in here?
There is no consent.
Imagine if you could have that add-on where it would like project 3D shapes onto the screen, and then you could have just like a blue circle and a red circle that everyone has to stand in, and it would just like move like throughout the fight. And it's like, keep up with your circle, like stand in the line.
Oh, I miss the good old days of AVR. Got dicks all over the boss room. Alright, so no touchy. Pay attention. Don't move ahead of the group. Stay with your side. Don't fall asleep and lag behind. Focus on these mechanics and the boss will be dead.
Those rotate calls help me a lot. Like if I'm not paying attention, the group rotates and I'm sitting around, it's gonna be real bad.
Avenging
Dispel.
Crusader in A.
3, 2, 1.
We're waiting for the frontal.
Aura
Dispel.
Mastery in A.
And divine purpose.
Rotating.
2, 1, 1, 2. Dispel.
Bait left, blue.
Boss is in the good spot.
Dispel.
Rotating.
Dispel. 1. Auto. 2. Dispel. Dispel.
Loose spread for circles. And then baiters were going to skull after the circles.
Dispel. Dispel.
Avenging Crusader in A.
3, 2, 1.
Cami up. Rotating.
Dispel. 1. Dispel. Winter. Divine purpose.
We had missed an orb, so my 4-stack killed me.
Don't go to fort.
No one else is getting those back ones.
Ping
I'm
them!
gonna-
Ping
I'm
them
gonna
and yell at
only
people.
get the back ones, so any close to the boss blue orbs, melee, you guys are gonna have to get those. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
I'd say
one right
too.
past them.
If there's a bunch that are far away, like run as soon as you get your second stack, like immediately ping the third one.
To the right, Lucky. Sorry.
Right, moving and stopping. Wait for the explosion.
Avenging Crusader
Go.
in A.
Stop.
1.
Go
3,
all the way around.
1. Spring.
Waiting by those orbs.
Divine purpose. 1.
This is that moment where like the
Shields
stacks fall off just barely.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Dispel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, suck and zinc.
Second.
Avenging
Break your
Crusader in
chains,
A.
gather orbs, and then
One.
habits you'll be first in 3,
3,
2,
2.
1. Everybody else out of the middle. Nord, 3, 2, 1. Key, 3, 2, 1. Kyrim, 3, 2, 1. Diggy, it's jumping around. Diggy, 3, 2, 1. Oh, good.
K
Pause.
plus.
Oh, we're not.
No, we're not. I thought
Oh, we
they were
had
right
it.
on.
Maybe it was on Cammy.
I
It was
think it
not
jumped
on me.
around too many times and it just natty fell off.
Possibly,
Thought it-
because it did jump twice.
8,
like,
7.
I think Diggy and Rocks, you guys didn't originally have it, right? You got it jumped to you.
Yeah, it jumped to me. Yeah, I ran into the boss and dispelled it.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you're healers, if you're dispelling on 2, you might not be giving the person enough time to get to the middle, so it'll jump to somebody else. So make sure you dispel on 1.
Yeah, like it's don't panic. I was worried earlier that maybe there's an early dispel. And it's like you don't have to look at them, right? You just trust that they're gonna be there at the time, but then you're waiting for the time. It's not a rush per se.
They're much more likely to stay there a second longer than get there a second early. Like 99% of the time.
I'm pretty
So-
sure everyone notices when they get dispelled. Like your screen
Right.
completely changes. Like, so you don't leave until you're dispelled, basically. And I'm watching the thing and calling the next person when the previous person is dispelled.
And
Okay.
yeah, we definitely learned in the initial progression, you don't go to 4. You go to 3, and if things aren't getting picked up, ping them and yell at people.
Really?
Yeah.
Like try
we
to
have
go to
mics.
2.
Yeah, you shouldn't be going to 3. You should never have to go above 1, technically.
As you're doing what Epsy's saying, like if you're arranged for whatever, get the harder ones that really can't get and then leave the ones in front. they don't get picked up, then it's our fault.
Yeah, and like I said, yell at people if you see them. Like, we have mics. They're there for a reason.
My Michael doesn't work.
Being early.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Summer.
And no touchy.
Avenging Crusader in aim.
Dispel. 3, 2, 1.
Aura Mastery in aim.
Alright, and we're rotating.
2, 1. 2. Divine Perfect.
Do spreading for circles.
Dispel.
Toss is in the good spot, so we just do a rotate.
Care
Good
up.
luck.
I'm close to
Don't
you.
be on the wall.
Rotating.
1. Dispel. 2. Dispel. 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 Dispel.
You scoot to your right some. Yeah.
Pass, can you scoot away from me a little bit?
Divine Purpose.
Oh, that one got knocked up and broke the grip. Good knockback.
I got you.
Rotating.
Dispel.
Melee, it's these close ones that are often missed. And then go straight.
I got web, I'll do it.
Hot. Dispel. Hot.
K-Puck.
Dispel.
K-Puck.
Dispel.
There's a
Divine
orb that just exploded right there next to.
Yeah, but the one orb exploding.
That's okay as long as you're not getting any
Yeah.
more than 2 or 3.
Yeah, one orb popping is generally okay. It's not ideal, but there were also red people like all around it.
Bob.
Get to your marks. Intermission soon. Drop your orbs nicely.
Stay spread.
And we're moving. Waiting.
Avenging Crusader in
Moving,
aim.
waiting. Moving all the way around.
1.
Stopping just shy of the orbs.
Spring. 1. 3.
Hit the
2.
orbs.
10. 9.
Battle res on pass.
6. Dispel.
I don't know if I'm the right color for you.
Pass is flow or base or flow or lock.
Burst.
Decline it and get someone else.
Avenging Crusader in aim.
That's 4 dead. Do we want to?
Spell. Yeah, it's a wipe.
3. 2.
See if it's resettable, Nord.
1. 2.
Oh. I, out of habit, have it taunted because my alert said to taunt.
I am sure he's an innocent paladin. I blame the DK.
I had 2 orbs and picked up a giant 3 chunk. Moving to the last position.
Yeah, I went for a weird orb and then got sniped by the web.
So a couple comments too that I've noticed that people are not doing. In the first intermission there, or right afterwards rather, whenever he's doing that first bullet, people need to remember to step back. So whenever that first pull's coming, then the first group should be stepping back a little bit so that these things are outside of the zone. The same thing should be true of the other side. So for example, right over here, suit that please. Things are important. Right about here, there was a shaman who, I don't know which one of you two, 3.
It was
I don't
me.
think it was Doc. Okay. There was you, and I know that person died to hitting somebody else because you're super close here in melee, and people are coming through, getting pulled in, and then going out like they're supposed to, and you're way too close. It's a very easy spot to get tagged for circles. Even as melee, these guys' hitbox are fairly forgiving. You can step back to almost the full outside of this inner ring and still hit them permanently in a lot of cases, or at least inside here.
Yeah, and there's a lot of time after the intermission to get in positions for that second. I'll try to call it, but like, you should know, right when the intermission ends, there's going to be a suck in. So don't be too close to the boss. Be with your partner. Stay far enough so that you're not immediately sucked through people.
Like web blades, 100% brain power
4, 3,
on positioning.
2, 1. Summer.
And just keep telling yourself, if I get sucked in first, I'm going right or I'm going left. If I'm getting sucked in second, I'm going straight. Just keep reminding yourself.
Avenging Crusader in A.
3, 2, 1.
Aura Mastery in
Dispel.
A.
Dispel. 3,
Rotating.
1. 2. Dispel. Dispel. Dispel.
Loose spread
Dispel.
for circles.
Don't be on the
Divine
wall.
purpose.
Rocksmith
Feet.
left.
Boss is in a good spot. Rotating.
Dispel. Dispel. 1. 2. Dispel. Dispel. Dispel.
Circles.
Avenging Crusader in A.
Baiters, be ready to bait.
Divine purpose. 3, 2, 1.
Rotating.
Divine purpose. Dispel. Dispel. 1. Dispel. Winter.
Alright, everyone should be near their spots.
Dispel.
Let's drop orbs nicely here. Don't be stacked.
Divine purpose. Dispel.
And intermission. Moving and stopping.
Avenging Crusader in
Moving,
A.
stopping.
1,
Moving
3,
all the way around
2, 1.
till just before the next orbs.
Wait till your stacks fall off before you get too
Moving.
many extra.
Alright, find your partners.
10, 9, 8,
Where
7,
yeah, find your partners, stack nicely,
5,
not too close to the boss.
4, 3,
Back up in
2.
there.
Suck in
Divine
ink.
purpose.
Reds first, right and
Second.
left. We go straight through, break your chains, collect
Avenging
your
Crusader
balls,
in
dispels, Nord will be first. Nord in 3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Roswell in 3, 2, 1. Rocks in 3, 2, 1. Kyram in 3, 2, 1. Blow up the skinny guy. Two frontals and then a teleport. Let's just
Divine
get this part
purpose.
right. Red stack tight. I have green triangle on my head range. And rocks lined up perfectly with me for melee. Here we
10,
go.
9,
Kyram's off doing his own thing.
7, 6.
Stay
Divine
here,
I baited
do
it.
not dodge,
4, 3, 2.
and teleport.
1.
We're split. We're split.
It's fine. Just go for it. Go away from
Get
blue.
out of the
Go away
middle,
from blue.
Get out of the middle.
2, 1,
Keep
3,
your chains.
2, 1.
Durham will be first to spell in 3, 2,
Avenging
1.
Crusader in A.
Rocks will
Red
be
team,
in the middle.
care for me,
Key
care for
in
me.
3, 2,
3,
1.
2. Summer 1.
Rocks in 3, 2, 1. Myself in 3, 2, 1. Alright, blow up skinny boss.
So kill these
Belarus
guys.
habits.
Divine purpose.
Blue
powers
habits.
with Cammy.
We have intermission after this, so.
Stay tight with your groups. Not too tight, loose spread with your groups for orbs.
get to our marker.
Don't
Blue
stack.
spread near your markers. Blue spread near your markers. And slowly moving around. Nice little stroll in the park.
1, 2,
Collect the orbs as you run.
Avenging Crusader in
Don't
Spread,
get
we're
more than
dropping.
3 stack. And
Bottom.
move around
2,
again.
divine
Shields at 80
purpose.
million. Nice little leisurely walk.
2,
Don't get hit by shit. Collect orbs. And shields gone. Red
Divine
behind the boss,
purpose.
between the boss and the skinny boss and the wall. Skinny boss and the wall.
dispel.
Alright, we're gonna get sucked in and we're all gonna go to the right.
10, 9,
Dodge
8,
that and then
7,
suck in and to the
5,
right.
Avenging
Keep your
Crusader in
links. Don't break
2,
your chains.
dispel.
Pop a defensive.
Divine purpose. Dispel.
Yeah, Roar here.
Move to the right. Pop a defensive. Keep your chains. Slowly rotate to collect the orbs. And catch the boss. Red is catching near the middle.
Casey, click it off.
Dispel. Dispel.
Red, go to far
to
side of
Go
skinny
to
now.
The boss.
9,
Go skinny boss red.
7, 6,
Far side, far side, far side, far side, far side. Please go.
3,
This mark side.
2,
Blue side,
divine
go
purpose.
to the blue mark.
Dispel. Second.
We're doing this regularly, so left and right.
1,
Break your chains.
spring.
Or
Aura
orbs.
Mastery in A.
Watch for opposite people.
That's my bad.
3, 2, 1.
Dispels ink. Phrases first on the side. 3,
Divine
2,
purpose.
1.
Dispel.
Roswell 3
Dispel.
into the middle. Roswell 3, 2,
Avenging
1.
Crusader in A.
Pascal
Dispel.
3, 2, 1.
Dispel. 3,
Rocky 3, 2,
Dispel.
1.
Pots
Web
of milk.
skinny boss. Pop the pots.
We have one Balrez and
Get him
Rox
up.
has honk.
Caden,
Oh.
get Evelyn up.
Don't take that, Taden. Someone on red side has to.
Unless you move out of it.
Lucky's the only one on the
10, 9,
Get to the
Go.
side.
Red,
to
get
the
behind him.
side.
Get behind him.
6, 5, 4, 3,
Blue, get around me.
1.
We're moving to the right.
Dispel. Divine purpose.
We stay
Dispel.
together.
Dispel.
Keep your webs, keep your webs, keep your webs.
Dispel. Dispel.
Try to catch in the middle if possible.
Collect
Divine
orbs
purpose.
when possible as well.
Divine purpose.
Don't touch each other.
Dispel.
Do those.
Dispel.
Epsy. Oh god.
Go with your team.
Avenging
10,
Crusader in A.
Dispel.
Trying to grab
1.
those 7
Dispel.
orbs.
You guys cannot be there.
Tyrim,
4, summer.
3, 2, 1. Evelyn, 3, 2, 1.
Pause.
There was like 7 orbs on the ground. As soon as they exploded, everybody would have died. You guys need to get away from your same color orbs.
We have to catch the boss right there though.
Like blue will be catching the boss against the wall, and what else?
We just need to debate further back, I guess. We just can't go to the boss yet.
But yeah, we should be killing the boss before that happens. We had a lot dead. Yeah, I'm seeing like at least 7 people dead before all that.
Ideally,
But
red
just-
catches in the middle there too. The boss shouldn't get to the wall.
Yeah.
Because then we have a double amp. Like
Okay,
red really
perfect.
needs to keep their red has to keep their webs on that to catch in the middle, and that prevents us from killing everyone there.
That is
Prevent
that
us
is
being so disjointed.
that is the hardest, like by far the hardest part of the fight because it overlaps every single mechanic, and it's the most damage going out of the fight. So I mean, ideally we don't get to that. We kill it before that, but
It is time for the break. Do you guys want to do one more or take the break now?
Probably break because we gotta redo buffs and stuff.
You have one AFK.
Okay,
Buffs,
yeah, let's
shit.
go ahead and break.
Yeah, red catching in the middle. They'll be stacked, and then like there'll be plenty of time for red to get on the one side while blue catches up.
I think blue just has to stand here
You mean before? What's happened before? What drops the orbs? I can't call
Like
it.
us getting pulled. Like us getting pulled, like we just need to get out of melee range of Skinny Boss and just be standing out, like in the middle of this, like where their red marker, well, for
But
that
so
pull.
that one, that's the third pull. We're both going right. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think for first and third we should just hit the big boss and not the skinny one, because like Skinny Boss is where Kyrim is now, and then big boss is kind of where Tayden is. We should just hit the big boss until we get pulled on blue team.
Well, also, is it not, since we're going right first and third, we're going right? Isn't it that like the red team is against the wall and not on the side? Like on
Right,
the
that's what
side.
I'm saying. Yeah, so if red team's against the wall, and then Kyrim, we go back, stand over there.
Well, like that one we lined up, they like
What's going on?
went on the side and we
Stay
went
right
on the
there.
other side, and that was wrong. They should have been against the wall.
Yeah, so if red's on wall for that exact scenario, the Skinny Boss teleports where Kyrim is, big boss is where Tayden is, and the blue team is just hitting the big boss or the fat guy. We'll drop orbs in the middle to make it A, easier for red to pick orbs up, B, easier to pick up orbs while they're trying to catch, instead of having to like run into melee again.
So if, just to be clear, if Tayden is an Uberash, it just timed out. Blue team should be basically in that Death and Decay. Because right before the pull, he will do a cone, and if you bait that cone wrong, you just kill the entire red team. So we need to
bait it away from red, away from the skinny boss.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to be kind of over in that Death and Decay, assuming Tayden is an Uberash. So we're just DPSing an Uberash at that point. You should be close enough to cleave.
And
Yeah,
that's
but,
like,
I mean, I'm saying that we bait even further.
I mean, range DPS can be further if they want.
Like, the only reason to be in melee range of the Skinny Boss is for cleave, but we don't, like, damage doesn't matter at that point.
I mean,
it's good. They're saying basically the same thing. Cammy's just like the most damage optimized version of it, like at 90 degrees, but like the safer is further away.
Yeah, nothing hurts you if you're capable of standing right here and hitting them. Great, do that. If you're not, as long as you're within this Death and Decay, you're not doing it wrong. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, my Death and Decay is generally pretty close to where you're allowed to be if you're on my team. Because I have to stand in it.
There's another moment. It's like when we're all gonna rotate right so that we're in like good positions for the worst case boss teleport. We're like the frontal's coming on blue group and we're baiting that frontal ultimately too, and everyone's kind of like cheating right already and we're baiting it right and making it hard for ourselves. That moment where you know you're gonna dodge right, like try to cheat left, try to bait the frontal left so that when we hard dodge right, it's like easier and we can get out of it quick. If you're like the leftmost guy, you're a hero because you've baited it left and it picks you, and then everyone else just takes one step. Oh, and then also Key called out during the fight like blue res, like, and I need that. I need, like, you know, not paladins, like if we could say like a red or a blue call with every res call, that would be ideal for me.
Yeah, that would be, because like I'm throwing the res and then I'm like, oh shit, that person's red.
Is there any reason
Usually, if I'm the opposite color resing, you can just run out and tell them to wait.
I couldn't hear Hawkhorn.
Oh, sorry.
Can't we just set the groups up to where red is like group 1 and 2 and blue is group 3 and 4, and that way we know?
But like what I can't do is like, oh, Phrase died, and then I have to think like, is Phrase red or blue?
But I'm
and
saying,
like,
if red was all group 3 and 4 and Phrase was in group 3, you would know. All right, I can res.
well, I would expect that not everyone has their UI sorted by group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't necessarily know.
Not everyone does, but
kind of monsters.
I'll just keep the thing on the side and I can try to call it out.
I'm sorted by group, but I just have most of the teams memorized. I
have it
do
by
it
role.
afterwards.
It's just easier to heal.
Yeah, I'm just throwing the res because mine's instant cast. That's the big thing.
Yeah, but like Epsi calls for res, and then like, you know, you can tell he's looking and seeing where it is, and then telling us where it is, and it's like, but I can't res until I get that second info, and it's like I need that info up front. Or I'd like it.
Also, Key, I can't always move out. Like, yes, you're right. I
Oh
can
no, I
move
mean
out
like for everyone
res.
else resing, like if Newton or me res, I just run out and tell them to wait a second and then I go.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's just like I can't. There's a boss
Yeah.
that follows me around.
It's been going pretty good this first hour, I think. Good focus.
It's all just skill issue.
Definitely some collisions, right? Like not universal.
Oh,
You
well, that's
learning
being
things.
kind about it.
Repair? Chiron repair?
Getting in there. I guess actually we're kind of stuck on P1 for a little bit too, but we're getting in there sometimes.
So I developed a way to remember which direction to move when I get pulled in. It's first is the worst, second is the best.
Hey.
Because like if you get pulled in first, you got to go side to side, and that's annoying. But like going straight through is just obviously the best.
That's thick. That's a great mnemonic. I am searching for a term for the image, and the best I have is like a mechanome claw, and it's like the choreography dance. If you get the worst assignment, like you get starting at the bottom of the claw, you get yanked in to the center, then you go out to the sides, like left and right split, and then you like curve up to the top, and that's the full motion, like wrist, palm, like curve of claw shape that you have to run if you're the first is the worst group. And if you forget that curve of claw part at the end, then like you're gonna be in a weird spot. Like the clamps robot in Futurama, his hands.
Just kill these bugs, please.
No.
The sick thing is, I actually like this fight more than Queen, but
The fuck?
I
You're
like this fight. I think that's
you're wrong.
Yeah, let's doom him to being wrong.
Oh my dear god.
I like the victory sound better than both of them.
I don't like how I have like.
Although to be fair, we have 100 more pulls right on Queen, so I mean.
I think Queen is more fun.
True. Mechanic wise, like just the fight, that kind of thing.
This fight has too many. Oh, you fucked up. Everyone dies.
It's just way more choreographed. Like
That's
that.
true.
Like your positioning. There's so much intricate pre-planned positioning on this fight compared to most.
Yeah, the
rock
dance
repair?
on this one is not very fun, and the dance when you mess up is really obnoxious.
Like all
That's the
fight
thing.
long arbitrary dance. It's like
I think I have
non-stop.
Oreos.
I'm resetting for someone.
Imagine if you had a heat map of where you were throughout each pull for every pull overlaid.
Remember that one fight we did in Sepulchre where MC was like, guys, can we kill this? And I was like, say please, and then we killed it. It works.
That
How
sounds
far
like
did y'all get in that raid?
that sounds like a Fate Scribe kind of thing, or
Or
the
Anduin.
stupid
Like
knockback
was
near
Anduin.
Zool.
I think it was Halandrus.
Oh,
I
Sepulchre.
like Elandris.
Did y'all get cutting edge yet here?
No.
Hell no.
I had to go on vacation.
We were
last
on
week.
Jailer. We were on Jailer. Like every tier that we've missed CE, we've been on the final boss.
It was Shadowlands.
Heartbreaking. I realized when I spoke the other night that I was thinking of my previous guild.
I mean, this guild has gotten a bunch of CEs at various points.
I think it was mostly because we just had so many shitty weeks with like 19 people, and it's like, well, we can't raid. Okay.
Yeah, that happened a lot in that raid in particular.
Especially Shadowlands. Yeah, it was like literally every other week. It's like, yeah, we can't raid today. Okay. And we switched to 2 days because of that, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's stay alive, and I'm trying to see if the ready check was good. I don't see it, so I'm gonna do another one. Groups are set so that like odds are blue. No, odds are green. Odds are red. Evens are blue.
After, did you hear my piece about please call red or blue and for
Yeah.
when the B-res call?
Yeah, I'll stop calling pallies or names or something. I'll just say the color. And I also added the color to the note. So Fat Boss red, Skinny Jim blue. Alright, ready check was good. Here we go. We got really close last time. If we had a few more people alive, these guys would be dead. I was at 10% full with people dead for more than half of the fight.
5, 4, 3,
Focus
2,
up and we got this.
1. Summer. Divine purpose.
Avenging
Dispel.
Crusader engaged.
3, 2, 1.
Aura
Dispel.
Mastery engaged.
Divine purpose. 3,
And we're rotating.
1, 2. Dispel. 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 Dispel.
Loosely spreading. Boss is in the bad spot, so Red's gonna grab our orbs and book it.
Dispel. 1, 2.
Red be on the
Divine purpose.
far side of the skinny boss.
Up here. Pass it
Loose
next.
spreads.
Dispel. Dispel.
Avenging Crusader engaged.
Waiting.
2, 1.
Poppers.
Rotating.
Can you come out to base? Oh,
We
never
need
mind.
a
They
third
killed
one.
them. They killed each other. I see.
That's gonna be a wipe.
Pots. Pots.
Can you guys to stop waving when I get good procs?
Stop getting it proc.
Yeah.
Please. Fucking phone.
That was the unlimited ammo cheat.
Yeah, that's a lot of between the eyes.
I like how Faces got betrayed 3 times.
Yeah, cause her ghost can
Spirit,
betray
yeah.
us.
It's like
despite
wipe call.
already being named.
Run into the ghost.
I hope those all count against her.
They do. She has so many deaths to that. Minus 50 DKP. Ah, that's why Tayden is deleting me.
He's saving you repair bills. You should thank him.
Yeah, it's just like anytime there's an inkling of a wipe, Tayden has fucking teleported on top of me and I am dead.
It's usually with me, so that makes you feel better.
Cost saving measure.
5, 4, 3.
Alright, let's focus up. No touchy touchy.
Avenging Crusader engaged.
Dispel. 3, 2, 1. Divine purpose.
Aura Mastery engaged.
Divine purpose. 1, 2,
Rotating.
1, 2. Dispel. Dispel.
Loosely spreading for circles. Boss is in the bad spot.
Divine purpose. Dispel.
Red will grab our orbs and get out.
Auto. 1. Divine purpose. Dispel. Dispel.
Okay, we're out of there.
Dispel.
Loosely spread.
Divine purpose.
Avenging Crusader engaged.
Vader's gonna bite.
Dispel. 1.
And
Dispel.
rotate.
One. Dispel. Dispel. Dispel.
Hayden died.
And Hayden touched tips.
Look at that class distribution.
Very neat. 95% crit in between the eyes. Very cool. It's the largest thing on my screen.
Get in positions. Here we go.
Kill it to ruin Nord's parse.
Why is his price bad?
Because he's bad.
Because his trinket's on cooldown.
Yep.
Avenging
Waiting for
Crusader
Spymaster.
3, 2, 1. Divine purpose.
Or a mass
For the frontal.
Dispel.
Oh, I turned on the wrong one.
3, 2,
Rotating.
1.
Thank you.
1. Divine purpose. Dispel. Divine purpose.
Loosely spreading for circles. Boss is in the bad spot. Rotating. Go ahead, grab your orbs and GTFO.
1. Dispel.
At 3.
Dispel.
You get to your spots.
Dispel. Dispel.
Loosely spread.
Avenging Crusader in aim.
Vader's
3.
bait.
Dispel.
And rotate.
Dispel.
Careful not to touch people here.
Dispel. Winter. 1. Divine purpose.
We'll get base up
Divine
once.
purpose.
Battle is red res on base.
Divine purpose. Dispel.
And get to your spots. Red, work your way to X.
Dispel.
Alright.
Dispel.
Loose spread around your markers. Drop your orbs nicely. And rotate. And wait.
Avenging
Go
Crusader in
and
aim.
wait. Go all the way
2,
around.
1. Spring.
Waiting by the orbs. And going. Shield's
Dang it, Reba.
gone.
10.
Alright, suck-ins next. Start working to your suck-in positions. Find your partners.
Dispel. 4.
Suck in
Dispel.
first, you're the worst. Second's
One.
the best.
Second.
Three are the worst. Red team.
Avenging Crusader in aim.
Derm in 3, 2, 1.
1.
Key in 3, 2, 1. Hot in 3, 2, 1. Kyrim 3, 2, 1. Blow up the skinny boss.
Divine purpose. Divine purpose.
Alright, frontal followed by teleport. Tight stacks. We're right by the markers, so just tight stack on the markers on the floor.
Dodging right.
10, 9, 8,
You can bait the frontal left, it's good.
6, 5, 4,
And teleport.
2, 1.
Right. No, other side rocks.
Divine purpose.
Seconds.
Or a Masquerade in aim.
Second.
3, 2.
What the hell?
Collect orbs, Derm and Key. Derm first.
I
3,
gusted a wind in the wrong direction. I just
1.
Summer.
Key 3, 2, 1. Rocks in the middle.
Ton the big.
They jumped to the middle before I got
Now,
dispelled.
Key to the middle. 3, 2, 1. Newton. 3, 2, 1.
Blue
Pass,
res on
3,
Cammy
2,
and
1.
Tem. Did we have a bounce?
Yeah, right at
Yeah.
the end there.
Okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure I waited until it was over to call the res.
And then there was like some kind of confusion with the grip prior to that too. There was a collision.
Yeah, but can we like not talk about it for a minute while we're still fighting? We could have easily recovered from that. I don't know if that distracted people or not. Just my 2 cents.
It was really good up until that suck in.
Yeah, like a lot of times with the second the teleport's a little janky, and it's like, oh, like it's kind of fucked up, but like we gotta just do it on the fly as best we can per the plan.
Yeah, like I know I went the wrong way, but I feel like I adjusted, so I'm not sure how.
Alright.
I was definitely the last person from Red to get over there.
Here we go. It's a pull. Run in, get your buff. Or debuff.
Avenging Crusader in ink.
3, 2, 1.
Aura Mastery in ink.
Alright, and we are
Dispel.
rotating.
2, 1. Dispel. Dispel. Divine purpose.
Boss is in the good spot.
Dispel.
Loosely spread for your
Dispel.
circles.
Dispel.
Rotating.
Autumn. 1, 2. Dispel.
Huge cough. Let's go.
What the hell? My push to meet didn't work?
Dispel. Dispel.
Definitely push to meet. Yeah, my push to meet isn't working.
Avenging Crusader
Loose
in
spread. And then Vader's bite.
Divine purpose.
Double red.
2, 1.
Rotating.
Dispel.
What was that?
Oh, we're dead. We're dead.
Winter. Dispel. Dispel.
Did you jump on me?
1. Dispel.
I knew I saw a dragon fly across the screen.
I think he flew over me because I had 4 stacks. I'm like, oh shit.
Those pings on the danger dragons are helpful. Like, look here, like make sure you see.
Also, the 2 stacks was actually 4. Or is it the 2 giving you double stack each?
That was a good call too. Like, look out for the double orb.
Wait, how'd you? You collided right there, Key?
I wasn't on the web, yeah. He flew over me. Oh, rescue.
So, when you get the double stacks in P1 are like the result of that is that you get a double debuff as well. At least
Yeah, I
2
got
stacks of
4
debuff.
from that, so I just stopped moving.
You can't stack your circles. If you're too crowded, like say something, because it seems like blue's kind of not giving red enough room there on the second stack point.
I mean, people could just walk out, walk back in.
Well, true, but blue could also kind of not
encompass the boss as much. If red needs more space, I mean, no one's saying anything, so.
I'm trying to call out a way ahead of time of when you need to spread. Just spread early so that when you do get the green circles, you're nowhere near anyone else.
I feel like it's always like the same people in the same spots around me.
Divine purpose.
Avenging
Dispel.
Crusader in A.
Dispel. 3, 2, 1.
Aura
Dispel.
Mastery in A.
Dispel.
Alright, and
Dispel.
we are rotating.
1. 1. 2. Dispel. Dispel.
It's probably a wipe.
Yeah, little orgy action going on over there. Can you reset, Nord? I think we have time.
Dispel.
Oh,
Dispel.
no, I ran into a red.
Divine purpose.
I tried to run from him. He's so fast.
I just rolled right into the rocks. I mean, it was like a bowling ball.
All right,
Yo,
on to the
I got a
next one.
collateral. Let's go. Why is everyone killing Jade?
I didn't. I mean, I just caught. I casted a I casted a crossfire bolt, and he dashed into me because he's trying like just getting into the range of the cleave. I'm swapping sides with Locky, so I shouldn't be there again.
Run! Alright, let's focus up. We had a sub 10% pull. And this fight is like just getting past that last tough mechanic, and then they fall over if everyone's alive. Here we go. And then we get to go on to everyone's favorite, Queen, which we all have a lot of experience on now, so it will probably be easier than this.
2, 1. Summer.
Avenging
Dispel.
Crusader in A.
3, 2, 1.
Aura
Dispel.
Mastery in A.
Dispel.
And rotating.
2, 1. Divine purpose. Dispel. 2. Dispel.
Boss is in the good spot, so we just need to spread for these circles and then a rotate.
Dispel. Divine purpose. Dispel.
And rotating.
Auto. 1. 2. Dispel. 3. Dispel. Dispel.
K
Pots.
plot.
Pots.
K plot.
Pots.
K
Dispel.
plot.
Circles.
Avenging Crusader in A.
3.
Faders
Dispel.
fading, and then
Dispel.
rotate.
Dispel.
All of those ads are just
Divine purpose.
everywhere.
1. Winter. Dispel. 2. Dispel.
K
Pot.
plot.
Dispel.
K
Pots.
plot.
Dispel. Pots. Dispel.
Alright, we're already kind of close to our markers. Try to position nicely to drop your orbs.
Divine purpose. Dispel.
Alright, here come the orbs, and move. Wait.
Avenging Crusader
Move and
in
wait.
Divine purpose.
And go
3,
all the
1,
way around
2, spring. 1.
to the next orbs. Watch your stacks before you pick them up.
1.
Red res on Newton.
Yep. I think that's only locked.
You just made that frontal blue?
8, 7, 6. Dispel.
Find your partners.
4, 3,
Here comes the suck-in. Be your partner. Or Fred's first.
Avenging Crusader in
Alright. Spells will start with key. Everybody else out of the center. Key in
Divine
3,
purpose.
2, 1. Praise in 3, 2, 1. Roswell in 3, 2, 1. Locky in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Alright, we got frontals. One frontal and then the teleport. So stack Twite. When you're on markers, so just stack Twite on the marker.
8 frontal
Dodge
left,
to the
dodge
right.
right.
9.
Dodge right.
Dispel. 7, 6. Dispel. 5, 4.
And then watch for the teleport.
2, 1.
And move. Woo! Red's first.
Second.
Break your chains.
Aura Mastery in 8.
And then go collect orbs.
3, 2. Divine purpose.
Spells Derm and Key are in the things. Derm first. 3, 2, 1. Everybody else away from Skinny. Key. 3, 2, 1. Devil into the center.
2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Hiram. 3, 2, 1. We're good.
Divine purpose.
That was Diggy. Yeah, Diggy in 5 seconds. He is blue.
Divine purpose.
Teleport soon. Be ready to chase. Get
Intermission.
Get Casey up. Get Casey up.
Are you on that side?
And get your
Yeah, we
intermission
can't.
spots. Intermission spots. Intermission spots.
Spread.
Markers.
Worth doing, I think.
Auto.
Alright, slowly rotating when we don't have the res for 4 minutes.
1.
Avenging Crusader in 8.
Plant,
Dropping
plant,
orbs.
plant, bait, plant, plant, plant.
Rotating.
2, 1. Divine purpose.
Shield is gone, but wait for these going. Keep rotating to collect orbs.
Divine purpose. Winter.
Red, outside.
go.
Red to the wall.
Behind the skinny boss, Red.
Blue, try to be in the towards the middle of the
Blue.
ring here.
Okay.
Dispel. 10.
We're gonna get sucked in after this frontal, and then we go right. Keep our chains.
5,
Avenging Crusader in 8.
2, 1. Burst.
Here comes the suck in.
1.
Keep your webs if you can.
Collect orbs.
Not my bad.
And stop the charge.
You guys
There's a lot of orbs here, red ones here.
1,
Orb.
2. 10.
No, red.
8. Spring.
It's far for that bait.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get to skinny quick.
Second.
The regular one.
Yeah. First group goes left, right. Second, straight through.
Aura Mastery in 8.
We have to ignore that damage amp. We have to. We do not care about it. It's not important.
Yeah, well that time the boss got caught like more towards the center, which we normally catch it more towards the wall, and red being center is fine. But yeah, the idea there, Red, is that we want to make sure we do not bait the cone like that on top of blue, who is going to be opposite from the center, on that side of the boss.
There's a
Also,
couple.
first set over there of red on the third, after third intermission, it was kind of tight. A lot of double orbs.
Also, during one of the dispels, there were like 3 blues on the red side on the fat boss for some reason.
Yeah, people need to pay attention to where their group is and stack with their group. Just really quick, because I think it's causing confusion. The second teleport and suck in phase, that's phase 3. Yeah. So skinny boss teleports. This is all during the fat boss's damage jam. So Phrase is right. We ignore that damage jam. Range can kind of hit it as they're getting in position, but find the skinny boss red team and get behind it, like wall, between the wall and the skinny boss. And then blue team can be anywhere in the middle. And whatever team gets sucked in first goes right or left. So as long as blue team's in the middle, red team is on the wall, our right and left will still work.
I didn't. That after that's when the damage jam, the catch happens that we're supposed to ignore.
I'm talking about the second teleport and suck in phase 3. The second one, not the first one.
Well, then the second one we don't go. Oh, you're saying go right, left. Okay, yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
second one we go right, left, and third one if we do get it, we shouldn't get it. If everyone's alive, we'll skip it. But if people are dead, we'll probably get the third one. That's also everyone go right.
But so after the boss catches though, like red shouldn't focus on trying to get to the skinny boss. We're not gonna make it to the wall. So if they run to the wrong way, they're gonna bait the cone to you guys anyways. You just need to make sure you're running away from the blue team. Like run away from the big boss, because that's where blue's gonna be. So run away from the blue boss until the cone's baited, then go to the skinny boss. Just get away from the big boss.
The cone comes from the big boss.
Wait,
Never
no.
point towards...
The red team is baiting the, like what happened there was that the cone from the skinny boss will kill blue team.
Yeah, the one on red team is the web one from the skinny boss. Wait,
And when we're saying ignore the damage amp, we're saying red team do not DPS the big boss, ignore it and run away from him so that you bait the skinny boss's cone.
Behind her, yeah. So we're booking it straight to her, and you're going between her and the wall,
Yeah.
so that way the cone goes right to the wall.
Well, no, you can't. Well, I don't know if we can make it in time. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
I don't think you should try to get to the boss. Run away from just run away from the fat boss.
We've done it on every
We
attempt.
have enough
You
time.
Go
We
as
have
soon as
enough
it
time.
catches, you're good.
Yeah, right after the catches finish, like.
Yeah, okay.
Start booking it, and that's plenty of time. Okay, here we go. But I see what Rox is saying. Like, if you're booking it straight to the boss, you have a chance to aim the frontal towards the fat boss. So try to run to through the side of the boss.
Like opposite the other team.
Correct.
On your way.
And it's close enough to where I don't know if people are going to react immediately to get there. So it's better just to tell them to run away from the big boss, I think.
Avenging Crusader in
Let's just get there one or two more times with everybody alive. We'll be done with this shit.
Aura Mastery in
And we're rotating.
Dispel. Dispel. Divine purpose.
Boss is in the good spot, so let's just get our circles down and then we'll rotate.
Divine purpose.
And rotating.
Dispel. 1. Dispel. Dispel. Auto. Dispel. Dispel.
Spread.
Avenging Crusader in
Dispel.
Fade.
Dispel. 2. Dispel.
Rotate.
Dispel. Divine purpose.
As well, generally get those far ones.
Dispel.
Skip the melee ones. Alright, give me your markers. Your drop positions.
Divine purpose.
Closer to the middle is
Divine
better.
purpose.
And rotate, stop.
Avenging Crusader
Move
enabled.
and stop.
Cave pod.
And all the way around. Stopping just by the orbs. We'll get key up after. Safe. Red team. Watch your
Kate,
stacks.
run all blue.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Get
Dispel.
key up.
4. Dispel.
Where's your blue team? There he is. Alright. Seconds. Reds first.
Avenging Crusader enabled.
Spells Diggy will be first. Diggy in 3, 2, 1. Phrase 3, 2, 1. Baki 3, 2, 1. Avalon 3, 2, 1. Past 3, 2, 1. We're good.
Buffs, please.
Divine
Alright, we got a frontal followed by the teleport. Tight stacks.
10, 9, 8, 7,
That's right, and then teleport.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Go far, red. Go far. Go far. Go far. Thank you.
Aura
Red
Masquerade
second pull.
Careful
Chains.
position.
3, 2, 1. Summer.
Collect
Divine
orbs. Nord 3.
Avenging Crusader
Good.
enabled.
Roz 3, 2, 1.
3,
Get into the center.
1.
3, 2, 1.
Divine purpose.
Kyrim 3, 2, 1. Good. Can get Diggy, but should we hold it in case the tank goes down?
Probably not.
Get Diggy up then, blue. Guys. Teleport, and then intermission. So get to your markers. Get to your markers.
Stay spread, stay spread.
Spread around your markers. Walking, we're walking. Careful. Don't touch.
Not a rush.
Avenging Crusader enabled.
Stay
Wait.
spread.
Drop and then move. Shields done, so after these circles we're done, just collect orbs, watch the brown.
Casey, no.
We got 3.5 minutes.
Behind the skinny. Good.
Yeah, range, get behind the skinny boss, the wall.
Dispel. Dispel.
We're gonna get sucked and go to the right.
9, 8,
Sucked and go to the right.
6, 5.
Avenging
Right as soon as this swarm ends, can someone taunt, please?
Dispel.
Now?
Second spell.
To the right. To the right. Keep your chains and collect orbs.
1, 2, 3. Dispel. Dispel.
Chase red. Chase little boss now. Everyone.
Practice positions.
5, 4.
This is normal.
Don't stack too much. Don't stack too much.
Left and right. And then blue straight through. Break your chains, break your chains. Collect
Aura
orbs.
Masquerade enabled.
Pause. Divine purpose.
Cave pod.
3, 3, 2.
Need a taunt in
Spells.
5, 4, 3,
Derm.
2,
Now.
1.
3, 2, 1. Derm. Dispel. I'm going to the center. Spell up to 3, 2, 1. You gotta do these kind of fast. Hayden, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2.
Dawn, 3, 2, 1.
Nice, nice. It was called out during the fight to like spread, but oh my god, I died to a super tight red stack there on the grip, and like I wasn't thinking about it at all over in blue. You know, who knows how it turned out? But like we're so focused on that second web grip, getting in position for it. Part of that we need to do better on is like that position is a little spread as well. So like not just in the spots, but also good spread for orbs we needed. Whew, good stuff.
That was really good. 17% we were going into a damage amp with pots.
Was that an intermission? Is that what Impel is, or?
Yeah, it's just standing and getting
Okay,
that
okay,
stupid
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
I would save it until after that intermission. To be
I
safe.
mean, I guess we have to save it, but like, that's pretty rare. Like, generally tank deaths are caused by people flying into us, or very rarely taunt
I mean,
mishaps.
does it matter how the tank dies? We should always like save a battle res for it, though.
I mean, people
Or
just
not
shouldn't
specifically
die.
Impale.
Yeah, well, we should have this dead too, but we gotta prepare for the worst case, right? So you save it for the tank just in case.
Well, if
Alright,
just no one
good
dies, then we don't need to
positions.
use it.
Well, yeah, that's very true.
Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Summer. Divine purpose.
Avenging
Dispel.
Crusader in A.
Dispel. 3, 2, 1.
Aura Mastery in A.
Alright, and
One,
we're
dispel.
rotating.
2, 1, 2. Dispel. Dispel. Dispel.
This is in the bad spot, so
Divine purpose.
spread, and then red'll GTFO after we get our orbs.
I forgot I dropped my orb book.
Dispel.
Red team don't get more than 3.
Dispel.
Alright, red in your spot. Blues in their spot.
Dispel.
Spread for circles.
Dispel. Dispel.
Avenging Crusader in A.
Divine purpose. 2, 1.
Rotating.
Dispel.
These are the ones melee. Try to get the
Dispel.
close ones, I'll get the far ones.
Dispel. Dispel.
Alright, red, slowly make your way to the red decks.
Divine purpose. Dispel.
Intermission coming up.
Dispel.
Get to your intermission spots, drop your
Stay
orbs
spread.
nicely. Rotating and stopping.
Avenging Crusader
Go,
in A.
stop,
Divine purpose.
and all the way around to the
2,
orbs.
1.
Stopping just shy of
3.
them.
Spring.
Going. Check your buff before you pick up more orbs.
1.
Gate frontal.
Divine
And we're
purpose.
good.
10,
Stack up for the
9,
suck-in. Find your
8,
partner. Stack with your partner.
7, 6,
Dispel.
5, 4, 3,
Comes the suck-ins.
1.
Red's
Divine
first.
Second.
Avenging Crusader in A.
And Derm will be first in 3,
3.
2,
Dispel.
1.
1. Dispel.
Key in 3, 2,
Dispel.
1. Blocky,
Dispel.
3, 2, 1.
Dispel.
Taden, 3, 2,
Dispel.
1.
Dispel.
We're good. Skinny boss, blow up. Alright, we got the frontal and the teleport next, so you know what to do. Stack Toit. Toit like a Toiger.
Divine purpose.
10,
Here comes the frontal, dodge right,
8, 7, 6,
and then
5,
teleports.
4, 3,
Stay together, go to the
2,
obvious spot.
1.
Second.
Aura Mastery in A.
Split, break your chains, grab orbs, 2 dispels. Get Cammy at some point. Diggy, you'll be first. 3, 2,
Avenging Crusader
1.
in A.
Nord, 3, 2, 1. Bras
3,
to the middle.
2,
You'll be dispelled in the middle. 3, 2, 1. And we'll delay a little bit. Taden in 3, 2, 1.
Watch out for Cammy, Red.
Blow up the skinny boss. Stay with your groups. Don't linger off by yourself. Alright, we're going to intermission next, so
Divine
slowly
purpose.
work your way to your markers.
Make sure to be spread.
Just spread around your markers. And then leisurely stroll through the park. Start moving.
Divine purpose.
Play it extra safe. Don't get hit by ground shit. Pick up orbs as you're running.
Flick it off.
Winter.
Spread.
Avenging
Wait.
Crusader in
Wait.
A.
Okay, slow down a little bit.
Drop,
Divine purpose.
and move.
3, 2, 1.
Shield is
1.
dead, but just follow the mechanics.
Red to the wall.
Right behind the skinny bitch. Remember, everyone is going right. Don't panic, just move to the right.
Divine purpose.
8, 7,
Keep your chains,
5,
hop
Avenging
defensives,
Crusader in
collect orbs,
1.
then
3,
draw your
2,
lines.
1.
To the right,
Spring.
to the right. Keeping your chains rotating.
Divine purpose.
Be ready to catch, collect orbs, and then catch.
Dispel. Dispel.
Red, book it to the skinny
big-
boss, to the skinny boss.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Be on the wall side from the skinny boss. We're
One.
going left and right. On the wall
First.
sides, get to the wall rocks.
That's
We're going straight through. There are some lingering blue folks.
Aura Mastery in A.
Divine purpose.
that.
3, 2.
Blue is coming from the center.
We generally shouldn't be on the wall there. Epstein.
Yeah, that's an audible.
Dermois, 3, 2, 1. Key,
Dispel
3.
phrase now.
Avenging Crusader in A.
Phrase, phrase, phrase. Oh, I don't have enough.
Have
No.
enough healers. He still needs one, and Taden.
Pops.
I got that.
Because blue is coming from the center, so if
No.
we were...
Blue was over here. Red should be over here.
With that transition, we were supposed to book it too. Blue is able to get to the wall, so we're supposed to like Cammy put. So if I'm the boss over here, Blue is able to get over here while Red is over here.
Yeah, because we're supposed to split, and so part of split is blue team has to go this way. If you're over here, we can't split to this direction.
The second pull is exactly like the phase, like the first time we
Yeah.
get pulled by this boss.
Okay, then like when red team is booking it to the side of the boss, the blue team needs to as well, so that
Yeah.
when-
Yeah, that's what
we,
he's saying.
there.
we are. We're abandoning an Uber Ash immediately.
Okay.
We don't need the damage. Like literally, we could ignore that damage amp exists, and I promise if we can do that part right, the boss dies.
This is like the second one is like the P2 style, and then the first and third are the P3 style. And the
Alright,
P3
so
style is
second
against the
suck
wall.
in phase 3, we're not going to the wall, red team. We're just going to the side opposite where blue team is, and trusting that blue team will not be in the center. They'll be coming in from the side.
Summer.
Well, that's how it's done always.
That's how he
'Cause
progged it for sure.
That's because that's in theory like easier to do every time. It's just that we have twice we have to go to the right for the.
G?
He didn't get a buff.
Wait,
PC.
reset if possible.
Quick one.
3, 2, 1.
Game
Pause.
pot.
Yeah. So quickly,
Aura mastering an
running to the right. If we both run to the right, when we do that, it's not very smooth. Like we have like we carry everyone carries webs, right? And then you have to like break them awkwardly. Whereas going like we normally do in phase 1, or I guess phase 2, it's very smooth because we go one person, the first team goes left and right, the next team goes through, right? It's very smooth. You know exactly how you're breaking your webs. You just can't do that the entire fight. Otherwise, we would do it that way every single time because it's definitely the easiest thing to deal with.
Half of them get broken automatically.
Correct. Yeah, it's super smooth to do it that way. So we want to do it that way as much as possible. We just can't. Twice during the fight, we cannot do it that way because we have to hold the webs. So we don't do it that way.
Okay, got it. Let's take a break and then we'll come back and kill this.
I love.
There's like kind of a lot of crucial blue team frontal baits that just happen correctly because mostly everyone's standing in the right spot. I'm trying to like call them when I see them coming.
No, everything's been a lot smoother. So we just gotta keep that up. We've got it.
I feel like the early calls from Epsi that like the teleport is coming or the web grip is coming like seem really vital to me. Like I don't know the fight quite well enough to like know exactly what's coming next, and it's like those key moments having people pre-prepared for them, already expecting them before they're like suddenly happening is like what we need. So I feel like those calls are so important for those big key moments coming up where it's like, all right, get ready, get in position.
We still got we still had the skinny boss cast a cone on the big boss there as well. I don't think anyone died to it, but someone I think was trying to get to the skinny boss and baited it, or standing on the big boss. I'm not sure.
Check the replay.
And that's what like the damage amp, and like right when it happens, the boss teleports away, and like right at that moment, everyone has to start running.
Well, everyone on red, yeah.
Right, yeah.
It's we catch. Red just has to get orbs because we have Aurora. Get orbs. Make sure you catch, and the moment that after the catch happens, like the boss is teleported as the catch happens. And then you just have to. I mean, I would suggest you just always. You want to go towards the skinny boss, but I would suggest you run away from the big boss first and kind of do like a U-turn, it's a roundabout way of getting there, but just make sure you're going away from the big boss. Because I've seen some people get there quick enough, but if you're like a half second too late, you're going to be on the you're going to be touching the skinny boss, but you're going to be on the opposite side of the wall, and you're going to bait the cone. So, which I think is maybe what happened last time.
The reminders from Key here and there to like get spread like right before the orbs drop are super helpful for me too. Like each person taking a second to like fine tune their spread right at the last second is pretty important. Or it's like, pays dividends.
Yeah, no, there's zero way that anyone gets to the skinny boss. At least the people that bait on one side of the catch. Like I'm watching the replay. It's 2 seconds after the catch happens, and half of us are in the middle of the room because we caught on the opposite side of where she teleported because it's random.
Just shadow step, duh.
So it's like really like right when she teleports, you draw a mental line from her to the big boss, and you want to run in the direction that like maximizes your angle against that line, away from that line. Like basically orthogonal to it, but you could probably do better if you knew the exact amount of time you had by like cutting in.
Yeah, it's only 2 seconds before she starts casting. Like we catch, she teleports right before we catch, like a split second before, and then 2 seconds later, she picks a target, like she locks onto a target, and then starts doing the cone cast. So I mean, you just need to we just run away from the big boss, and then like I said, in a roundabout way, getting to her, it would be better.
It's like if she points directly at the big boss, that's kind of the worst case scenario. So it's like you're
right.
Anything to avoid that. You want to run away from the situation where like it's pointed at the big boss. So you're like running away from that line. That's hard to work out on the fly though. I wish I could just say like run away from the big boss.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I think that's what we should do because it's 2 seconds. Like it's 2 seconds of running away. We don't have to. Red doesn't have to get to the. There's no reason to get to the skinny boss, like right away. We have time to get there.
Imagine.
It's just.
Yeah, like what if Red imagines that like she teleports and then like imagine she's gonna charge at the big guy. Like get out of that path. Get out of the path between her and the big guy.
Yeah, we'll just book it fast.
I posted it in Raid chat. Actually, there's the replay. That's her casting 0.1 seconds of the cone. She's that like a split second before that she's locked on to people. That's all the red team coming from the right side. I mean, we don't have time to get to her. It just makes sense just to run away from the big boss. It looks like either Kyram or Roswell baited it there onto the group. I'm not sure. Roz died, so I'm not sure if he died right before she picked the target. But you can see her little red thing. That's the way she's facing.
All right, everyone is back. No, Diggy is not back.
So agreed, right? Absolutely. Like after we catch, we just run away from the big boss. We don't worry about getting to the skinny boss right away.
Yes.
Okay.
Run away from the big boss, but it depends on where the.
Well, no matter where, like even in that picture that I linked, if it was the opposite side, we still should just run away because unless we can guarantee that we get to the wall, it still would be better just to run away. It's only 2 seconds.
If she teleports to the spot, like if you draw a line between red team's center and the big boss, if she teleports directly behind you, like that line, then like running straight toward her would be bad. You would want to run away, like 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, just red team, as soon as the catch happens, by then we should have collected all of the orbs, so we shouldn't have any orbs sitting around. As soon as that catch happens, run away from the big boss towards the skinny boss, but keeping in mind that a cone is coming and you're trying to bait that cone away from the big boss. Alright, Diggy, were you there? Just looking at the logs, we had a lot of sub 20%.
Feast.
Purple purples. Shit, that's one thing I do not have. Jerem, do you have any more?
I've been here some time.
I noticed. We thank you.
Okay, well, do you get the shit?
Alright, looks like we're eating sushi.
Yes.
Get those EFAs
my
in.
own food.
Yeah, just eat your own food if you don't like the sushi.
Get it? Okay.
Alright. I mean, we don't need the DPS. We need people alive. We have the DPS. Diggy is moving, so here we go.
Avenging Crusader in haste.
Dispel. 3. Dispel. 2. 1.
Aura Mastery in haste.
And we are rotating.
1. 1. Dispel. 2. Dispel. Dispel.
It's the good spot, so we just need to bait and then
Dispel.
rotate.
Dispel. Divine purpose.
Rotating.
Divine purpose. 1. Dispel. Dispel. Dispel.
Alright. Oh.
Divine purpose.
Reset, Nord if you can.
Divine purpose.
Avenging Crusader in haste.
Pause.
Cave Hunt.
3.
Was there a reason with bosses earlier? Or my ghost is
Yep. Sorry. It's Lockie's fault.
Touch somebody.
Wait. Hello? What?
You made me reset the boss.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
I mean, he died to the fucking thing slam anyway.
I was close enough. I could have tallied, but I got there and like, I'm gonna get the button. It's not going anywhere. Where's my ghost?
Yeah, but the guy wouldn't have walked out before you died. Is more what I was getting at.
Was that a under boss betrayal?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the spot that I'm literally always in, right
Same.
there.
Yeah. I mean, you guys like. I mean, it's hard to see either one of.
We're always close to each other, but it's never
Yeah.
Yeah.
been an issue.
Yeah. I just have to be there to be able to grip the ads with any reasonability.
I was just holding W.
Alright. Let's do it again. I know people are probably getting tired. Last hour is never a good time, but this is not one of those fights where you could like zone out in.
5.
Like the entire 7 minutes, you have to be paying attention to everything around you. Moving when you're supposed to. You can't just stand still. You're gonna cause noise.
That's your secret. Can up the always down.
Avenging Crusader in haste.
3. 2.
Always be on your A game for 7 minutes and we'll be done.
Aura
rotating.
2. Divine purpose. 2. Dispel. Dispel.
Boss is in the bad spot, so let's bait our circles and then grab our orbs and
Divine
get
purpose.
rotating.
Dispel. 1. Dispel. Auto.
TFOing.
Dispel.
Should be in your positions.
Dispel.
Spread for circles.
Divine purpose. Dispel.
Avenging Crusader innate.
Baiting.
2. 1.
Rotating.
Dispel. Dispel. Divine purpose.
Gotta
Dispel.
come closer, freeze.
Winter.
Sorry.
Dispel.
Oh, it's okay.
Dispel.
Red team slowly rotate to X.
Dispel.
That's why we do it slowly so that.
Dispel.
That was my fault.
Habits is blue.
Could have
And
waited.
Rocks, hopefully you have your own.
I do have lockout.
Dispel.
He's in a bad spot though.
Divine purpose. Dispel. Dispel.
Maybe wait until after intermission. I think.
After intermission.
Dispel.
Waiting
Avenging
and
Crusader
going.
innate.
Waiting.
Spring.
Save the
2. 1.
Everyone run to the center and touch tips. Repairs.
God damn it.
Can't run from me.
Dude, everybody that wants to kill me so fast.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Saving the repair bill, but I haven't confirmed if it actually does save a repair bill. I haven't looked at my durability before and after. I'm just trusting.
My armor is broken now, so it does do durability.
Just go bear form. Your armor is your skin.
I did.
Alright, get in positions. Alright, focus up, please, please. We need to kill this.
It's not really
I
fun.
think we need the queen lockout for next week so we could get one more queen kill for those that missed the first one. Next week's our last.
Yeah, I wasn't rushing to move from that spot habit just because the bosses were in a position where, like, it didn't seem like anyone.
No,
of them
yeah,
could
but like
do that.
even if you're late and it's totally like your fault, like I should have been able to cope with that, right? Like I made my own mistake either way.
Avenging Crusader innate.
3, 2, 1. Divine purpose.
Aura
Dispel.
Mastery innate.
And we're rotating.
2, 1. Dispel. 2.
The bad spot, so be ready to
Dispel.
grab the orbs and get out of the way.
That finger blinking killed Newton. And rocks.
Jesus Christ.
Reset if possible, Nord.
Dispel.
Hey,
Hot.
fun.
The wings. Have faith, Mace.
Aw, it turned around.
Avenging Crusader innate.
There we go.
We'll get this guy Corn. We'll fucking get him.
stopping. Can't really do anything else with
Oh, Tatum.
Think we're straight up trolling at this point.
It's like, don't be the one. Like, so if someone's out of place, like, good thing I'm not gonna walk into them.
Alright. Focus, focus, focus.
I'm gonna have to ban the word focus from Epsi's lexicon.
Last pull of the night, so you guys get a kill.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Summer.
Avenging
Dispel.
Crusader in 8.
Dispel. 3, 2, 1.
Aura
Dispel.
Mastery in 8.
Dispel. Dispel.
And rotating.
Dispel. 1, 1. Divine purpose. 2.
Get Cammy blue. Alright, nobody else can die. Get some buffs out.
Dispel.
Bosses in the bad spots, so spread for these
Dispel.
circles and then rotate and GTFO.
Divine
Rotate,
purpose.
grab the orbs, red team, and then get the F out of there.
Dispel.
Alright, we're out of there.
Dispel. Dispel.
Spread
Dispel.
for circles.
Summer. Dispel.
Avenging Crusader in 8.
Dispel. Dispel. Divine purpose. Spell. 2. 1. Dispel.
And rotating.
Dispel. Dispel. Divine purpose. 1. Dispel. Dispel.
K-Pod.
Pots. Pots.
K-Pod.
2.
Carefully make your way across. Don't run into people here. You have plenty of time.
Dispel. Dispel.
Red should be near X.
Dispel. Autumn.
Nice little spread.
Yeah, blue spreads. Drop your orbs pretty nice. And rotating and stopping.
Divine purpose.
Avenging Crusader in
Going
8.
and stopping. We'll get them up
1,
shortly.
2,
We're rotating all the way
1,
around.
3.
Stopping just before the orb.
Red res.
Oh.
Oh, I think we had
10,
missed some orbs
9,
too.
8,
Reset if possible.
I couldn't see the orb that I ran into. It was under the bus.
2, 1.
God damn it.
Gotcha.
I should have probably been
Avenging
safer, but I
Crusader in 8.
just didn't know about it.
3, 2.
Not even
Always
close.
Gets to the door, turns around, casts something, and then logs out.
Ow.
So Newton, if this is the line, this like line on the ground is the cone line, you want to be right about this far away from the edge of it. I think you got hit because you stayed in the previous one too long. But if you're on the edge and then you're just watching, as soon as that thing explodes in front of you, you need to move right away. You can't finish a cast or anything. It's just staying near the edge. As soon as it explodes,
Um,
get to the edge of the next one. Because if you're in the middle, you're gonna be too far. Like you want to always be right next to the edge of the one you're trying to get to.
There's a windstream or windrush totem on the ground. It removes snares. So if you're not in it, so just make sure you try to step in it as much as you can. It's being moved across as we run. So if you're not in that, you're gonna notice a big difference in your movement speed.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Summer.
Nope.
I'll run through. I ran through the box.
Yeah, it's just a glad shot.
Go to the replay. I ran through the box doing exactly what I did. It was just bug.
Yeah. Just bug.
Oh, you fucker.
Maybe
Oh,
typing
you're
out the
rude.
debuff.
I'm sorry.
That's it. We can't kill it now. It's done.
North's gonna save the team. He's gonna reset for all of us.
It's not like I can go back.
He saved himself.
Oh yeah.
Selfish.
Wow.
Hawker, I like that we got double betrayed because we both cheated.
I used to think that burrow would kill me like no matter where I went, but I outranged it. Yeah.
How much stat does the room give this expansion?
Like 700 something.
We do have Ventus runes ready. I mean, it's just gold, right?
Oh, I meant
30
augment
minutes
runes.
left. Or, yeah, wait. Ventus runes is what we
I
have
didn't.
ready.
I haven't been burning one every single.
It doesn't stick you to one boss. You can use it for this guy, and then next week. Well, actually, we won't get to Queen this week. Whatever, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
1% is not going to prevent people from dying. That's stupid.
Yeah, it's not going to help anything else, but they're ready to go and it's just gold. So grab a Ventus and pop it. We'll worry about... Well, we only have one more week of worrying about gold, and then hopefully we'll get some BOEs for the new raid to sell. Guildbank is broke as it's been in like 10 years.
You know what we should do
Inflation, am I
instead of
right?
alt runs? You know, we do alt heroic ones. You should do, I guess,
Cell
maybe like
runs,
halfway
yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. Or 2/3 of the way of the season. Do like a mythic 4 Vate or whatever the next tier's equivalent is. Just it's so easily puggable. I do it on 4 characters.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Summer.
Okay, have my stupid mark. I don't know why I didn't get it last time.
Avenging Crusader in 8.
3, 2, 1.
Aura Mastery in 8.
3, 2, 1. Divine
Rotating.
Dispel.
Dispel. Dispel.
Boss is in the bad spot. Rotating.
Dispel.
Carefully grabbing
beta
our
frontal.
orbs.
Autumn.
Getting to our spot.
Dispel. Dispel.
Divine purpose.
Loosely
Dispel.
spreading for circles.
Avenging Crusader in 8.
Baiting.
Dispel.
Shit.
Dispel.
Spot Pepsi. Rotating.
Divine purpose.
Dispel.
Winter.
Alright, Red slowly making our way so we don't
Divine
run into
purpose.
people.
Dispel. 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 Dispel.
Everyone try to be near your markers, just to the left of the markers where we want to stand. Loosely spread. And moving, stopping.
Avenging Crusader
Moving.
in 8.
Stopping.
Spray.
Moving
3,
all the way around.
2, 1.
Collecting orbs as we go.
1.
Please don't stack.
2.
Bait frontal blue.
Blue, res, Cammy.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Wait.
Find your partners.
5,
Dispel.
4,
Divine
3,
purpose.
2, 1.
Suckins ink. Reds first.
Second.
Avenging
Collect
Crusader
orbs.
in 8.
Raise will be first to spell. In 3, 2, 1.
1.
Soft. 3, 2, 1. FC 3, 2, 1. Avalon 3, 2, 1.
Divine purpose.
Alright, frontals stacked up tightly in your groups.
Habits, get ready.
AC might need a
Double
okay, yeah.
Now.
1.
Red.
First.
Aura Mastery in 8.
Compact.
2.
It's gonna be a wipe.
Oh, there's no tank.
Avenging Crusader in 8.
3, 2, 1.
Why are there those blue orbs in the center of the group, or the center of the room? Like there were 2 blue orbs right there, and then one.
Did
more
red
right
did
there.
red dodge right there, or did you guys dodge left?
Yeah,
we
so
dodged
red,
right.
so red
Okay,
was
well,
like,
you guys
it
went
was in the same line as blue, so that blue didn't know where to go basically. So they were in the middle
Yeah.
when they got pulled.
Like if you guys dodge right, like towards this side of the room, you have to go to like that side of the boss. Like we dodged right, and we're basically like to the right of X, and then had to like cross the room to the left of blue. Like there was no way we were getting there.
Run out.
Just know that if you're dodging right, like we're gonna be just the opposite. Like we're gonna be the like exactly opposite of you guys. So just go to the furthest side of the boss that you can at that point. I don't even know if that made sense, but
It does. We had that discussion when we killed it. It's very hard to coordinate that on the fly, but I hear what you're saying.
and that
Usually
was
it's
the
very
worst,
obvious, but
worst
that time it
case
wasn't.
because the boss went right behind you guys. So it's just like you didn't really have a good way to know. But
I think like another way you can encapsulate it is to say that you're not just going to the side that's closest to you. You're looking at the others team too and thinking about like which solution is the most sensible.
if that happens again, and the boss teleports behind you guys, looking where she is now, you guys need to go left always, like to the left of the boss if you're looking at her.
Now I'll try to pay more attention to where blue is, and then pinging those. Here we go. 30 minutes left. We should all have Mantis. Who didn't talk about Mantis? Tasty, Cammy, and Soft.
3, 2, 1.
Summer.
Avenging Crusader in 8.
3, 2, 1.
a good teleport spot.
Dispel. Divine purpose.
And we're rotating.
Auto. 1. Dispel. 2. Dispel. Dispel.
Avenging Crusader
Spreads.
Dispel.
And then bait.
Dispel. 2. Dispel.
And rotate.
1. 2. Dispel. Dispel. Winter. Divine purpose.
Alright, we're already on our sides. Carefully position yourselves.
Dispel.
Blue team.
Dispel. Dispel.
Stay spread.
Do not get double stacks of orbs here, that's what's killing people. Moving. Waiting.
Avenging Crusader
Moving.
innate.
Spring. Divine
And
purpose.
going all the way around.
2. 1. 1.
Stopping at the orbs. Moving. Stacks.
Bait frontal blue.
10, 9, 8,
Alright, we don't have any more roses. Find your partners. Be ready for the second.
4, 3, 2, 1.
First. Dispel. Dispel.
Second.
Dispel.
Spells will
Crusader
be
innate.
shortly.
Dispel.
Habits will be first.
3.
Habits in 3, 2,
Divine purpose.
1. FC in 3, 2, 1. Avalon in 3, 2, 1. Hiram in 3, 2, 1. Rolling up Skinny Boss. Alright, here's the teleport. Let's try to play it smart. Look at where blue's going to be coming from. Based on where the boss teleports to.
Bait frontal blue. You want to dodge right. Don't bait it right.
9, 8,
Back tight.
Dispel.
Dodge right.
6, 5, 4,
Touch for the teleport.
2, 1.
Alright, we're good.
First.
Other side. Suck and zing.
Aura Mastery
You
innate.
spread.
Divine purpose.
Break your chains. Break your chains.
2. 1.
Spell key first. 3, 2,
Summer.
1.
Avenging
Roswell.
Crusader
3,
innate.
2, 1. Locky head to the middle.
3. 2. 1.
Locky in 3, 2, 1. Caden in 3, 2, 1. Blow up Skinny Boss.
Divine purpose.
Alright, slowly make your way to your markers. We're going to
And stay spread.
carefully. Stay nice and spread.
Spread.
Divine purpose.
Right? Nice leisurely walk. Don't get hit by shit.
You get your innervate key.
I don't know who called that.
Soft.
You got it.
Well, I got it. I gave it to him.
Avenging Crusader innate.
Stay spread. Stay spread. Stay spread.
Yeah, plant for a second. There you go.
Blue has some orbs that are pretty close together. Be careful, Red King.
Same.
1.
Don't kill your friends. Careful.
Collect those last sets of orbs. Shield is broken.
Red, get to the edge.
Look into the Skinny Boss, Red.
Dispel.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
We're all going to the right, keeping our
Avenging
links, popping
Crusader
defenses.
Running away from Big Boss after we catch.
2.
right.
Divine purpose.
Collecting orbs. Being ready to catch.
Auto.
Catch, catch, catch.
2.
And then book it to the skinny boss, Red.
Battle Res
Wait.
Tasty.
10. 9. 8. Divine purpose. 6.
A puff.
5. 4. Dispel.
This
Blue
is
should be
split.
on the other
This
side
is
of the
split.
boss.
This is split.
Yeah, regular.
Blue orbs.
Grab your orbs. Break your chains.
Aura Masquerade in
Do dispels next.
2. Divine
Dodge,
purpose.
dodge, dodge. Habits will be first.
Ready? What?
3, 2, 1.
Dispel.
In the middle. Still hot core now.
Popcorn. 3, 2, 1.
A. Avenging Crusader in A.
FC 3, 2, 1.
Dispel. 3. 2.
Move skinny
Dispel.
boss.
1.
Second box.
Red, remember you're chasing to the wall again here, as soon as she teleports away.
Teleport in 5 seconds.
Dispel. 10.
Same thing as the first one. Everyone dodges right.
7.
Stay spread, stay
All the
spread.
way to the wall. All the way to the wall. And dodge to the right.
Red, stay spread, spread, spread.
Second.
Dodge to the right.
Hold your
Don't
webs.
kill Locky, careful.
Defensive.
Keep your webs.
Whatever defensives you have.
1.
Catch.
Divine purpose.
2,
We can't.
No, don't come to the large boss. Go to the middle.
blow up the
Go with your team.
Pop whatever
spells
immunities you have.
in 3, 2, 1.
2. 1.
Hiram 3, 2.
Way too much.
If you're in the middle, like Hotcorn was, he just kind of audibled it. Hey, I'm here. Just fuck the order, right? I mean, just
There is no outer dispel there. She doesn't do the. She didn't put the debuffs out until after she teleports there. So they just need to
the
rapid
very
fire.
last one is straight into the center, right? Just
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, ideally, we probably just kill before the dispels.
I don't want to use
that
that
one.
on. Can somebody fast fly back?
He is. He rezzed, so.
So, like, what should the red and blue sides of the two boss wombo combo in the center be for that last moment? Like the planned positions.
Ideally, red is away from. Red is on the side of the direction he charges from, because blue is coming from where he's charging to.
Perfect. All right. Awesome.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah, that's like very. Everyone can work that out on the fly.
It's I mean it's a mirror of what we did. It's the same thing as what we did the time before. We go basically the same.
And red
direction.
will be catching in the center, and blue
Yeah.
is catching at the edge. Like blue will be on that side, the edge of the charge side, and red just has to make sure that they like verb over to the opposite side.
Yep, and it's very important that we our max, like super max melee range there, because we're gonna have to get dispelled while one boss is stunned already. So if you're under the boss and it jumps to you, like, be very prepared to go under the boss.
We shouldn't get to that dispel though. We should. Like bosses will be dead if the bosses are sub 5%, and like the dispels and stuff happen. Just focus on the fat guy at that point. He's taking extra damage. We're gonna have to let the cast go off. But the cast shouldn't go off. Like, it should be dead before that cast goes off. Basically, that's like our enraged timer.
All right, we can do it.
All right, last pull if it's good.
Yep. All right. Everybody's good in positions. And here we
Do we
go.
have cooldowns running for when people need to like hold their webs and shit? I just bled out, popped everything I had.
There should be, yes. But you gotta remember, healers are running around doing shit too, so it's hard for them to just pop whatever defenses.
I
you
did.
can.
If healers need to just break theirs and plant, do that.
Yeah, healers don't worry about catching. We have enough redundancy in catching, so if you
Divine purpose.
focus on healing, that's fine.
Avenging Crusader in haste.
3, 2, 1. Divine purpose.
Aura Mastery in haste.
Dispel.
We're rotating.
Dispel. 1, 3, 2. Dispel. 1, 2. Divine purpose. Dispel.
The bad teleport spots, so we'll quickly grab our orbs. Red team. Rotating.
1, 2. Autumn. Dispel.
And behind the skinny box.
Dispel.
Loosely spread. Circles.
Dispel. Dispel.
Avenging Crusader in haste.
Dispel. Dispel.
Vader's gonna
Dispel.
bait.
2.
I'm impaled.
Coffin,
Dispel.
rotate.
Dispel. Dispel. Winter. Divine purpose. Dispel. Divine purpose.
Slowly making our way to our marks.
Dispel. Dispel.
Spread.
Dispel. Dispel.
Loosely spread near our marks.
Dispel.
Moving.
Divine
Stopping.
purpose.
Avenging Crusader in haste.
Moving. Stopping.
God
Three,
Moving all the way.
1. Divine purpose. 1, 2.
Shield is gone. Get Nord up. Blue.
Can't
We,
make it.
We wait.
we lost 2 of those.
7, 6, 5,
No, reset.
4, 3,
What?
Can't.
This dude is so good.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I just need to die.
We have 3
Dispel.
dead, including a tank.
Avenging
Dispel.
Crusader in haste.
Death.
Dispel.
Eight
Pause.
plus.
1, 3, 2, 1.
I think it's because Nord was among the dead that can't reset.
Yeah.
I reset it.
I only showed Nord dead. That's why I was like, what are we doing?
No,
Well, Lucky was dead
Warlock
and Cammy
Gate.
was dead.
Lucky took his Warlock Gate, and I think Cammy was sitting right there, and I think they detonated each other.
Yeah, I was moving out to res Nord, and right as I got in range to res him, I just died all of a sudden. There wasn't anyone on my corpse, but somebody pinged Lucky and me, and I realized what happened.
Honestly, I like how the betrayal doesn't count towards Will of the Necropolis healing.
Well,
If it did, Cammy would be running around killing all of us.
I mean, it
That's what I'm
does.
saying, yeah. You'd be trying to, yeah.
It does, but betrayal's only 12 million.
Alright, 13 minutes left. Sit up straight, focus. Do not lose concentration during this fight.
I'm not gonna
Keeping concentration for 7 minutes is quite a bit, but...
Ugh. 3, 2, 1.
Summer. Divine purpose.
Avenging
Dispel.
Crusader in haste.
3, 2, 1.
rotate.
Alright, that one just walked out after getting gripped in.
Dispel. Dispel.
It's the good spot, so we just need to do a regular rotate. And rotate.
Dispel. Dispel. 1. Autumn. 2. Dispel. Dispel. Divine purpose. Dispel. Dispel. Dispel.
Avenging Crusader in A.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, you moved away right when I
Divine dispel.
tried to grip.
Dispel.
You're living with it.
Dispel. 2. Dispel. Winter. Dispel.
Doing good. Stay near your marks. Don't get hit by cones in this intermission. Or collect too many orbs.
Careful, don't run the cami pass. Oh, okay.
Get to your spots.
Spread.
Spread. Move. Waiting.
Avenging Crusader
Moving.
in A.
Waiting. Moving all the way.
2, 1.
Waiting by those orbs.
1,
Moving.
2. Spring.
Grab those orbs, guys. Red, grab the orbs.
Blue bait.
10,
Red res.
Partners.
7,
Yeah, gotta pass
Roll.
you up.
5,
Red.
4, 3, 2,
Divine purpose. 1. Dispel.
Stay
Divine
spread for the
purpose.
poles.
Dispel. 2nd. Dispel.
Avenging Crusader
Break
in
your
A.
chains, collect orbs.
1.
Dispel on habits first. 3, 2,
Wait,
1.
lost tank.
1.
Nord. We don't have a res.
Tanks didn't
Wait.
die, Cammy. What the fuck?
Unless people betray them.
Just fucking with you.
Why?
Yeah, like,
Game
Pause.
pause.
we got time for another.
There was it just me? It was like there was a red guy in our way from that pole when we were
Yeah,
running.
there was, because I got pulled through and then
It-
I left and there was some red that hit me.
It was
I like-
Ask saying he was lagging. He probably got rezzed, lagged, and when he took it was after the red team's pull.
I lived, I charged through, nothing bad happened, but like I swear there was like one frame of a fucking red guy right in front of me.
Do I sound okay?
Yeah.
Checking my latency. Might have just been a big spike. That's it.
Alright. One good pull. That's all we got time for. And here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Summer.
Avenging
Dispel.
Crusader in A.
3, 2, 1.
Aura
Dispel.
Mastery in A.
Dispel. 3, 2,
Rotating.
1. Divine purpose. Dispel. 1. Dispel. Divine purpose.
Bad teleport, so be ready to book it, red team.
Divine purpose.
Rotating.
Dispel. Dispel. 1, 2. Autumn. Dispel.
Careful, Roswell. Get a battle res on Diggy, and then when it's safe, Roz, take your
Avenging
ankles up.
Crusader
It's not up.
For circle. Okay. Baiting,
Two.
and then
1.
rotating.
Divine purpose. Spell. Dispel. 1, 2. Dispel. Winter. Divine purpose.
Alright, slowly working our way to our spots.
Divine purpose. Dispel. Dispel.
Red. Rotate. Stop.
Avenging Crusader
Go.
engaged.
Stop. Go all the way.
1. 1.
Stop
Divine
being
purpose.
near the next orbs. Wait
Three.
for your debuff to fall off. Go.
1.
Shield is broken.
Blue bait.
10, 9, 8,
Tight
7,
stacks. White stacks.
Dispel.
4,
Dispel.
Also
Red
stay
is
spread.
tight.
1.
Isn't it frontal?
First.
Oh, no.
Avenging Crusader in aim.
Phrase, blink through.
2.
Diggy.
I just
first.
didn't blink far enough left, I guess.
It's gonna be a wipe. We're gonna call it there too.
Get nuts, sweetheart, it's time to go.
So next week we got a lot of work to do. I don't think we were gonna do anything tomorrow, right?
We're not gonna go
I
in
can
there.
put one up and see what we get.
No, I think we're done for the night. But that means next week is our last week. The patch will hit, and class changes will come into effect. So, I think we'll have more damage.
It's not damage, it's killing us though, man.
Yeah, it's really survivability. People running into each other, getting hit by cones. We'll take a look at the logs and see, but yeah, we really need to watch that stuff. And then next week Alnon will be back, so you don't have to suffer through me. And then the following week is new raid. Alright,
Hell yeah.
have a good night, everybody.
Am I even talking?
You are.
You're really
Yep.
quiet.
Wait, you
I
were
say
really
focus on
quiet.
the whole goddamn time on the screen.
but
It's like
that last
quiet, and also
statement
it
was
also
loud.
sounds like a little watery too. So it's like I
Yeah.
just think you're speaking incoherently sometimes. I think it's on
Yeah.
purpose, but I don't know if it was to be funny or it was actually serious. I apologize.
It sounds like you're talking from across the room.
Yeah.
Microphones, I'm
He
like,
is,
yes,
isn't he?
we've been over this.
Oh my god, it's like comes in and out. It's like deciding. It's like you're below threshold to count as voice, and then like coming above it. You know.
Push to talk.
But
It's
a lot of
because
it
his
probably
mic
has-
is blown out. It's because he blows his mic out when he yells.
I just know I legit every time he talked tonight, I just thought he was just like screaming. It was cool, you know. You can scream, it's fine. But I thought it was just screaming.
It was nuts. What? Am I screaming now?
Your tone of voice is
sound like
very
you are.
screamy, yes, but it's just because your mic is blown out, dude.
could say shrill.
Or you have some
maybe.
like weird noise suppression thing. Maybe try turning off that like auto suppression thing in
I
Discord.
feel like I've encountered plenty of headsets that have like built-in attenuation for outside noises that they detect aren't voices, and you like can't turn it off, and it's so annoying.